We're snorting cap rates and shooting up cash flow here at Deal Junkies.
Welcome back to Deal Junkies. We're here in Hokkaido? Niseko on Hokkaido.
Correct.
Hokkaido's the island. Niseko is the city that we're hanging out in. We are snowboarding. I'm here. I'm Dane McKinney. I'm here with Dylan Miracle.
So we got our biggest podcast group yet. We got our podcast group.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of guys here. We won't dive into all of it. All these guys are returning guests other than Dylan. So to give you the high level, Dylan is 25, correct?
25, yeah.
25, youngest person here.
Yeah.
Dylan flips houses and does wholesales, and he's trying to figure out how to not do that. We got Dane, who you guys all know. We got Erik, who is a returning guest.
Thank you for having me.
Tries to buy parks and buys parks.
And he's very good at it.
And wholesale. He operates parks, wholesales parks. And then the last episode you guys probably listened to was with Ludomir here, who does over $1 million worth of wholesales every year, and you have over a $10 million portfolio. You guys know me already. And then we got Jan here, who runs WAREI. Jan has like 12 jobs. But
Jan's got a lot of jobs.
Jan flips houses, he builds houses, he buys parks, he wholesales parks, he runs education classes, you trade stocks.
Part-time hand model.
Well, the thing about Jan is Jan is a really good delegator, but he keeps delegating to Jan. And so Jan delegates jobs to Jan, and then Jan is really good at doing jobs as well. Mm-hmm. So it's one of his things. He does jobs himself, so he's got 10. He's got 10 jobs.
So we got a bunch of people here who all do different things in real estate. We like to come on these trips because we do activities like this just naturally. But we wanted to record an interesting podcast episode and kind of share the insights of what we do on these trips and why we like to come on the trips.
Let's do a mastermind.
So we're going to do a mastermind, and we're going to record it for you guys. So hopefully it's of value. I think it will be. It's my favorite thing about coming on these trips.
It's the best. Yeah. Jan, can you explain the mastermind?
I will, yes. This is a classic mastermind structure. You guys can use this for yourselves if you would like, but this is what's worked for us. The person that's in the hot seat, one person in the hot seat at a time.
Starting with
Erik. Start with Erik? Sure, we can start with Erik.
Okay. Start.
Okay, so the person that's in the hot seat, they have to explain their biggest problem in detail for 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to time this. And then, after they've explained it in as thorough detail as they can so that we can help as much as possible, we are able to only ask genuine questions like, how long have you been dealing with that? Or, why do you think this is a recurring problem for you? As opposed to like leading questions that are trying to guide them towards something that we want them to do, or answers disguised as questions are also not allowed. So if Erik's having an issue with marketing, we can't say, have you tried hiring 3 more, or why haven't you tried?
Or if Erik is having trouble finding a wife, we can't say, how come you don't go on more dates?
Correct.
That would be a disingenuous question.
That's hyperbole.
That's hyperbole.
Have you tried doing 4 dates a week for the next 6 months and then rating everyone?
And then using these lines on the dating apps. That's hyperbole.
You can't do that.
That's an example.
None of that. He's done that, and it worked really well, so he can't anymore. So no more of that. No more of that.
So what you have to do is, again, 2 minutes of detailed description of your problem, 4 minutes by the audience of only asking questions, and then 3 minutes to close it out of then finally giving suggestions and your own thoughts and feelings about what they should do or what might help them. But do not give solutions until the very end, basically. So.
Yeah. And Erik, if you have no business problems, feel free to share your life problems.
We know you got a lot of those.
We got too many of those, so we'll stick with the business problems.
We only have 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes.
We got so much time here. I will say right now, no problems. We're in beautiful Niseko skiing.
That's not the point of this.
What
You got
could be
lots of
wrong?
problems.
For the viewers out there listening, it's jesting.
It's facetious. It's facetious.
Okay, sweet. Well, do you know what your problem is that you want to share? I hope so.
In business, yeah.
Leading question.
We'll talk about business.
That's what we gotta
Leading
say.
question.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's kick it off, Eric, and have you describe what you got going on.
So for those who don't know, I'm partners with Jan here on the left, my left. We buy parks and we operate parks together. I would say our biggest problem at this point in time is leads. We need more leads. I'm the operator. Jan is the capital raiser. We have the two sides of the business that are essentially essential to getting us to the place we need to be. We just need to be doing more volume. So our problem right now is lead flow. We need more leads that we're offering on and essentially deals that we're closing on. Like short and sweet. That's the problem.
Okay, cool.
What does it take to close one deal?
Can you explain a little bit more of your question?
Well, so from start to finish, what does it take? Who finds the deal? Who structures the deal? Who negotiates? And then who closes?
So we get a data set. We have a set of cold callers. We have, I think, 3 cold callers right now. We have an acquisitions manager. Once a cold caller gets a lead, we qualify a lead as somebody who is willing to hear an offer on their park. We have an acquisition manager who reaches out to that person that was willing to hear an offer. We collect the final details on the park. Jan or our analysts will underwrite the deal. The acquisition manager will present the offer. We always offer cash, as in like a conventional financing offer and seller financing offer. We're kind of starting to do a little bit more complex debt structure offers, but that's the main 2 offer structures that we're doing. If they, for example, accept the offer, then we'll move into contract phase where we'll do due diligence for 45 days, collect all the due diligence that we need. Jan or myself will fly out, we'll inspect the park. If it looks good, we'll move forward to closing, and that's essentially it. And then we raise capital from there.
How are you finding leads?
We get data sets. We call all of them, basically.
Where do you get a data set from?
We've done it from CoStar, Reonomy. We'll hire VAs to manually scrape on Google Maps.
Is it accurate data that you find?
It varies. It completely varies. We've started to do on-market leads as well, brokers and things like that, but we haven't had much success. But I don't think we're doing enough volume in that category.
Which category?
Brokers on market.
So how much are you currently spending
on marketing?
Yeah.
We are probably spending about $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
Of the amount of people that you guys call, how many leads does it take before you guys actually get a contract?
Before we call, I don't know the number on that question. We call thousands of people a week. I don't know how many it takes to get a contract. I don't know, probably 1,000 to 5,000 calls, something like that. I don't know. In terms of offers, though, we'd probably get a contract every 10 to 20 offers, I would guess, somewhere in that range. But we need to be better about tracking that number so that we can put capital where it makes more sense.
Of the deals that you've closed, what has been your avatar? If you were to describe the person who's selling you the best deals or the person who's selling you deals generally.
It's always mom and pop owners.
What does that mean?
It means a person, husband, wife, or single person, kind of probably above 50, who owns 1 to 3 of these assets. That would be the avatar.
Okay.
And they have a W-2 job. They have a different job that's a higher salary, and they just bought this asset because it was an investment.
Do you find that out about them after you talk to them, or can you know that on the front end, how many parks they own, their age?
Their age? I think we could maybe get that data. As far as, I think we could extrapolate it from data that says, in terms of how, where someone's mortgage is, how far down it's been paid. I think we could maybe extrapolate that data there, but I don't know if there's a specific data set that says, okay, this person's 50 years old.
What's your return on investment? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Typically,
so,
when you spend the $3,000, what do you usually see?
Yeah, that's a great question. So this year, 2025, our return on investment is ridiculous, which is why we should be putting more money into the marketing that we're doing. So we spent this year, let's just call it $3,000 a month, so 36,000 roughly. We closed 4 parks this year worth $4 million, and we did fees around $400,000 or so. So $4.5 million worth of value off of $36,000. So we should be doing more.
So
with
like a
that.
10x return plus the value of the parks.
Yeah, and that's the value of the parks that we bought. That
Wow.
equity is a little less than that, but that's the dollar value of parks that we've purchased.
Are you contacting them in any other way than cold calling?
No, we've done mail. We haven't done enough of it, though, I don't think. We know people in the space that are doing mail, and they just did much volume than we did.
I just had a fart.
They
So.
did much more volume.
Difficulties?
It never gets old. Never gets old.
Biological difficulties?
What we've experienced is the people that are having success with, for example, mailers, they just do 5 to 10 times more of the volume that we do. What I would like to do is probably start a little texting, as long as we could. You have experience with this, navigate it, legally, and then pay per click or more like SEO type of marketing. So we're looking into that right now, actually.
Last question, and then your time's up.
Okay.
Are you tracking all this data?
What data?
Like how many people you're calling, what the success rate is, how many people you're mailing, how many brokers you're
We
doing, how
need
many
to track
offers
it
you're
better.
doing. So
we need to track it better.
You're not tracking it?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No. Like I could tell you after I had our VA count up the data that we've sent to our cold callers.
Okay.
But I couldn't tell you right now off the cusp, just saying, okay, we've called 1 million leads this year. I couldn't tell you that.
Okay. All right. Now's the time where we can share solutions. I guess. Do you have a solution being in the business?
Honestly, I think part of our problem to why we're probably losing out on some of our highest potential leads is that their first touch is a Egyptian cold caller. I honestly think that's losing us some leads. And so I guess I don't have a solution to that right off the cuff, but it's like, first you got to be aware of the problem, and I just kind of realized that recently, that we're probably losing quite a bit of leads to not having the professional front.
Yeah.
Of course, if myself or Eric were cold calling, we'd have a better experience because we can talk to them like operators, like, hey, we have 11 parks, and they're all operating well, and here's the P&Ls, and there's equity, and etc. But
So to me, it just seems like you don't know what's working and what's not because you're not tracking it well enough, right? So, and then you're not doing enough volume to see if it's actually working or not.
I'd say volume would be the most reasonable thing to say that's not working. Because we know it's working because cold calling is working because we bought parks through cold
so
calling.
can you just double your cold calls and you buy double amount of parks, or does it not work?
That's the thing is, like, probably.
No.
I think
and
so.
you haven't tried?
well, the problem is we keep calling through similar data, and it's like, and these people are still getting an Egyptian cold caller as a first touch.
Yeah.
So we either need to improve the data set or improve the first touch, right? Because there's only 50,000 parks in the country.
Right.
And so it's like, and we know we have goals on what our output should be, but we don't do enough with KPI. Like, we track some KPIs, like we know how many offers we make per week, how many offers we present per week.
We track all the outbound KPIs, but we
Yeah.
don't really track any, like, inbound internal KPIs. Maybe that's not the best way to describe it. In terms of...
So, every time we talk, you guys talk about needing to increase volume, but yet you never increase volume.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
a great question.
It's very targeted.
I mean, because you're pissing me off, honestly. Like, we come to this conclusion every time, and then you guys don't do it. Like,
We
why
hang
do you
out with
not
these
just do it?
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the capacity to do it though, right? Because everyone on your team
That's
is working.
Great
Well,
question.
Eric and
Who
I
has
are
the
the owners
capacity?
of the company, so
Okay.
only us. Eric
Okay.
and I are
Right.
the only ones that have the capacity and control and power to do it.
Right.
So it's really just like making a financial commitment, right? Like we made $400K.
I think it's a financial commitment.
Right. Yeah. Like we just need to.
Dude, you spent $3,000 to come here, and you could have just doubled down on marketing instead of going to Tokyo and then double the amount of money.
Then I wouldn't be in this mastermind.
Unbelievable.
So I have a question. So I know with what we do on the wholesale side, we face similar issues with kind of going through and calling the same data sets over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
What we've noticed going through some of our dialers and stuff is there's a lot of people that never get talked to ever, that are either wrong numbers or disconnected, or we just can't find their data. And so what happens to the people that you guys don't get a chance to talk to?
Yeah,
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know fully. We have some of those. When I say some, it's probably like 1% of the data.
So say
that we're re-skip trace. We're trying to re-skip trace, and then we're reaching out to
I feel like it's just, you guys know what to do. You know how to solve the problem and all the things you can do to test. But someone has to take accountability for it. Whether you hire someone to do it or one of you's got to do it. But like every time we have this conversation, then no one does it.
Yeah.
Dylan, what do you do? Just to quickly kind of shift, unfortunately. What do you do to find those numbers?
What do we do to find the numbers?
Yeah, well, because you're asking, so I assume you have a solution. I don't know if you do or not.
No, I mean, so...
But what is your solution? When you say, okay, this guy hasn't been contacted.
Yeah.
Like, we've attempted to call him 3 times, or her 3 times. And we clearly haven't touched that person.
So
what are you doing?
Well, we use like 3 or 4 different skip tracers to try to get. It's only for like super motivated lists that we know like are worth our time, I guess, so to speak. But there's going to be about say 10-15% of people that don't get contacted. If it's a high priority list, then we'll go through and we'll re-skip trace all of that data, and then of that data, we'll go in and actually mail those people.
Hey guys, Gabe here. Have you seen the exciting new projects we have going on at Stack Asset Group? If you're interested in investing with us, click the link in the description below.
And so the reason that we would do that, and this is only for highly specific classic avatars that we're looking for, but you have to go through 2 or 3 hurdles to reach those people. Most people aren't doing that.
Yeah.
And so just doing that, you're likely going to at least increase your odds by 20-30%. At least that's been my experience with what
Who's accountable in your guys' business for generating more leads?
No
No one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
So
we both are, which means
that
neither
means
of us
neither
are.
of you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I would
cool. We
say.
know how to solve this problem.
Perfect.
All right, Dane. Your
Problem
turn.
solved.
I think the first we need to make a financial commitment to it, and then just have a plan to spend the money each month. More money each month.
Yeah.
And then that'll force us to create enough marketing to spend the money on. But we first need to allocate that cash and say, this is our marketing budget for the year. Let's make it double what it was last year, which is easy to do. It's only $72,000.
Right.
Like we made $72,000.
Whoa.
Like this, on the last deal.
I think you just need to A/B test it. Like you shouldn't.
Well, before that, we need to just do
Right, but just increase it double.
I'd say A or B.
But you know what? But it doesn't have to be for a year. It can just be for a month, and you can triple it in the first month. See the results.
You guys just need to take action. Like you're just not taking action.
Just do it.
We're taking action, but we're not taking massive action. Is
I would
what
say
I
you're
would
not
say.
taking action.
Yeah.
We are taking
You're
action.
taking
because
action. You're doing very well, yes.
We're
Still,
doing-
but
we're-
I want you to do way better.
We're taking
Exactly.
the same action that we've been doing, which is working, but it could.
But we know we
But you
could
wanna
be
do
doing
more.
better.
Absolutely.
We want to
So-
be doing better, but we're not doing.
Do you want
that.
to do more? Because then you got to work more, and then you go to Tokyo less.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Because we'll still go to Tokyo when we
But
can.
that's the beautiful thing about real estate investment. Is
We've been working here the entire time. We've been all 6 of us have been working every day since we've been here.
This will all work to you.
I mean,
This
this
We
is
haven't
telling
really
me.
been. I've been responding to emails. I feel sure.
Oh, I see the problem.
It's not.
All right,
So wait,
I get it now.
Last thing. So who is taking accountability for this?
Yeah.
From this point forward?
That's a good question.
I think. I mean, I'm down right now to commit basically double our current year spend to 2026.
But who's taking
And we
accountability?
Jan,
I mean,
you
I'll-
have 12 jobs.
I'll put in my percent. I'll put in my. I think Eric and I both need to put in the capital into the account
Yeah.
that accounts for that.
Yeah.
And then
I think one of you has to lead it and be like, I'm going to make this
Right.
happen. You can delegate still
I'm
off
gonna
that,
put
but
the,
you're in charge.
I'm gonna put the money in.
We'll
and
both
then
put the money in.
And then I'll.
Someone's got to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Well,
can
yeah,
delegate
okay.
to Eric. But
We'll both put the money in. Do you
That's
think
the first step, honestly.
that's the
And
first
we'll
step?
check the back end in a month.
But who
No.
Out of,
No, right now.
Hold on. Out of the two of us, who do you think would be
Eric.
better to?
I think it's Eric.
Well, no, Jan's about to get rid of 9 of
No,
his 10
Jan
jobs.
has 12 of 15 jobs.
He's about to get rid of them, though. He's got to figure out how to get rid of all those flips and whatnot and still
Right.
make $1 million without all that, and here's your solution.
$2 million.
Right.
$2 million.
$17 million.
17.
Sorry.
I can commit to putting in the money and then
No, who's responsible?
One of you has to lead
Just
the charge.
say yes.
One of you has to do it. Or you got to hire someone to do it.
and I can define this marketing strategies that we will use, and I can define copy. That's what I'm down to commit to this and contribute to it. And then probably Eric. Well, I'm asking Eric to
I can execute.
actually keep on track with the spend, right?
Okay, so if at the
I can
end of
define
the
what
month,
we're doing.
if at the end of the month you haven't hit the KPI, whose fault is it?
Well, the spend. I'm proposing the spend, keeping the spend up, is on Eric. But I'm going to define the marketing. I can create the copy. I can create the marketing, and I need Eric to execute on the marketing. That's what I think.
It's
we're doing.
Eric's fault.
It's my fault.
If not now, but in the future,
No,
it will be.
that's fine.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Is that
All
good?
right, we got to move on.
Okay.
All right.
That was
All right.
45 minutes.
All right.
Podcast over. All right.
All right, Dan. What's your biggest problem?
So I have 2 minutes.
Yes.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Detailed.
My biggest problem right now is turnover? No, that's not the right word. It's time to convert. That's the real term. So my job within Stack, which is Trevor and I's company, alongside Mark Gallegos and Gabe Johansson, we run an investment group, and we buy apartments and we build apartments. And Trevor and I need to, first off, find the deals. And Trevor finds the deals, and he's unbelievably good at it. He's so good at finding deals and structuring deals. Like
I don't do that anymore.
but it's because you found somebody else who is also unbelievably good at it. And the second piece to finding and structuring deals is that the thing about deals is that they cost money. And my job is to raise the capital for our deals, and our deals are good. And we have good deals. So I set parameters because I'm the one fundraising. And so I say, hey, Trevor, this is the return that we need for deals. And then I send it to Trevor. And then Trevor's like, well, I can find a ton of deals like that. And so Trevor finds all these deals. And I'm like, well, maybe we need better returns for the deals because Trevor can find so many deals that hit the returns that we need. And part of that is market driven, right? And so right now the market's good.
Yeah.
Would you...
It's easier to buy than ever. Correct?
It's so good. It's so good right now. Like the market for buying good deals is as good as it's been since probably 80s.
I wasn't buying deals then, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's I think it's better than it was even in like 2012, honestly. And
So what's your
What about
problem?
your time to convert? Yeah.
so the problem is mine, and it's raising the capital for those deals. And so our goal is to raise capital for deals that are going to hit a 20% return. And the thing about it is that we can find people who want the 20% return and they're excited about it. But it takes 6 to 12 months to get somebody who wants that kind of return on a deal to invest in our deals.
Okay.
And so they figure out who we are, and they're like, okay, we kind of trust you guys a little bit.
The problem is it takes too long with the leads you have to convert them to give you the money.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it takes 6 to 12 months, and we realistically need it to take like 3 to 6. Mm-hmm. And if it took 3 to 6, then we would be where we needed to be.
Okay.
But it takes twice the amount of time that it should. So that's my problem.
So question time. Yeah.
So
Trevor, no questions.
What about the people? How many people have invested in your deal after talking to you once?
So after having a conversation that was longer than 20 minutes?
Yes.
it's probably not probably. It's over half.
Okay.
And so the people that we can get on the phone for 20 minutes plus, or that like I myself or Mark can get on the phone for over 20 minutes, it's probably 60 to 70%
Okay.
of those people convert.
So what's the problem with getting people on the phone?
That's the problem.
What is
So
it?
it's not conversion time is the problem?
Well, no, it is, because most of those people end up on the phone for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you have a conversation where it's like, yeah. No, I'd like to invest in the future, but I'm XYZ. There's always an issue.
Okay.
And I can describe like 15 issues that always come up in the short phone calls.
Sure.
But anytime like we sit down, so in person, if we meet somebody like for coffee or for lunch, those people convert almost every time. And most of that is that like, okay, Trevor and Mark and Gabe and Dane together have a great track record, right? And so when you go to lunch with somebody, it's like, this is where I should put my money.
Other question. Why is this a problem? Can't you just wait 3 months then, and then you would have plenty of people?
That was my question. How long have you been doing this? If it's been over a year, should you have a plethora of people coming to you?
So that's the issue, is that we've had probably 3 months where we really were finding new leads, but all of the leads that we've had have been people that we already knew. Right, and so all the people that have already invested are people who we've known for years, or who have known of us for at least a year. And so maybe my timeline's wrong.
So if you just started now and you waited 6 months, would you have enough people and you could convert enough people?
Is that a leading question?
No, I don't think it is. No,
No, I don't think that's a leading question.
No, I don't think it is. So if we had the timeline, I think it's good. And so the problem in that scenario is that we have maybe not enough leads.
How do you
How do you know what your problem is?
Because they're only investing they're only investing 50 to 100,000.
Okay.
And so because a lot of our leads that are short-term leads are investing smaller amounts.
So is it a conversion problem or is it a lead problem?
It's a conversion problem.
Okay, so you're getting enough people to give you money, but they're taking too long to give you money.
Yeah.
But why not just wait? So is it a patience problem? Like if you just wait?
Well, it's a patience problem, but it's because I have a timeline to close the deal, right? And so a lot of the people now that we're converting, we already had the deal, and so I converted them, and then they rolled into the deals that we already had, and now we have too many deals.
How many in the next 6 months, based on what you've been doing now, how many dollar volume of deals could you close per month? Because you can look forward.
Yeah. So probably 500,000
A month.
in a month.
Right, you could raise 500.
Yeah, I could raise 500 in a month.
That's not nearly enough.
What would have to change for you to be able to raise what would have to change for you to get to $5 million a month in capital raised?
Yeah.
What's the main?
Probably Avatar, because I think our Avatar might be.
Because your avatar's retail.
Because our Avatar it's like, okay, so
People that know you.
most of the people that we like started with are people who had $250 to invest, and now a lot of our investors are like 50,000 to
So
100,000.
when you get somebody to invest, are you asking them for referrals? Somebody that they might know
So anybody who invests now, like once they put money in, it's like, hey, how do you feel about? And then it's always good, like because we have good investments, and
Do you
so
film those referrals?
no.
How do you guys currently get leads for new investors?
So it's a mix. So it's partially referrals. The referral investors are the best investors. Because the referral investors, because like investing is trust. And they have to trust that we're going to perform the way that we say we will. And so the referrals are the best because it's somebody else saying, hey, they're gonna perform.
Right.
But it's somebody who already trusts that person. And so then we get kind of like osmosis, trust. It's like, okay, no, I trust this person because they've already performed on it. And so the referral investors are the best.
Is that your
Second,
avatar?
right now it is, yeah.
I think it's not a defined enough problem, because I'm going to interject a little bit, but you're also past your question time, so this is perfect.
Perfect.
But
Suggestion
so
time.
if you're saying we can get to $500,000 a month, we'll raise $6 million on the year. We're trying to buy $100 million worth of real estate. Not all of that will need investor capital, but $6 million is not nearly enough.
Not close, yeah.
To do that, we probably need
20
million of 15 to 25 million, depending
Maybe
on the
30.
deal type. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of the deals we'll buy ourselves or refi and be able to do other ways.
Yeah.
So it's not all. We probably need to finance
half
conventionally at 50 million worth.
Okay.
So 15 to 25 mil.
Right.
So if you're telling me like what we're doing now gets you 6 mil, then that's not close.
Have you met with anyone else that's like, making like Brandon Turner, for example, right? Bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars. And, I'm just saying, have you met with someone that's raising hundreds of millions of dollars? And I feel, because the mentors that I met with, right, they were able to give me solid advice that I can take back to my business immediately.
Ryan Gibson.
Right. So I think that could be a great solution to your problem.
They're raising $100 million.
I've messaged Ryan
How many times?
a lot of times.
Are you?
Yeah, he hasn't responded.
Have you asked Jan to talk to him?
Yeah, I text him every day, right?
Yeah, they're in a
There's your
group. They're in
referral
a
right
group
there.
chat.
Right. It's who
Yeah.
you know, right?
No, I
You
haven't.
guys gave us a
I haven't,
bookkeeper
yeah.
recommendation. We'll
You're
give you
right.
guys.
We'll give you Ryan.
I mean, like you're a people person. Right?
No.
I bet
That's,
you wish
that's
you emailed him the bookkeeper's name now. Rather than just
Yeah, he
calling
was
him.
really obstinate about it. I will say.
no. That's a good point. Yeah. No, I have not reached out to enough people who have raised that kind of capital.
Because you don't need to fail on your own.
So
Yeah, you can fail with people around you.
yeah.
We all fail
no.
together.
To that.
Many reasons you fail
Like,
from. You learn from
You
somebody's
don't learn.
failures.
You don't
Yeah,
need to learn from.
No,
we do
and
fail
honestly,
together.
so
And
the
that's the
thing
beauty.
that I've told them, which is crazy to me about Ryan, is like Ryan's a CEO,
Yeah,
Like-
CIO, but yeah.
but he's
Scott
a
is a CEO.
CIO.
Yeah.
So,
But-
and that's you.
That's you.
Yeah, and Ryan said the one job that I can't replace, like efficiently, is people who are raising capital.
Yeah.
And I've told them that a number of times, and that's why I've messaged him a few times, but just via email, and probably not well enough. But I've tried. But those are the people that I just need to talk to, because Ryan's raising $1 million checks.
Yeah.
And raising a $50,000 check is awesome, but you have to raise 20.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
So
You have to
much
raise
work.
20 $50,000 checks to get like the big checks.
Yeah.
And those are the guys that we need to talk to.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like the conversion rate is fine. If you're converting 60 to 70% of the people, we probably don't know that actual number. So we want to, maybe you do. I don't know how it's tracked.
Of actual meetings, yeah.
So if that's tracked, awesome. That needs to be tracked. And then you need more leads, probably is what it sounds like. Because
Good
you're converting
leads.
60 to 70% of
higher
people.
avatars.
That's a
And
huge
higher
conversion.
avatars for sure.
Higher net worth avatars, yeah.
So how can you meet, like, the highest net worth avatar or the highest net worth investor you have? How did you meet them?
So can I? Sorry.
No, go on.
So something that's helped us. So at least like in escrow, there's a lot of like private investors that actively are investing in other investors' deals. The escrow company, if you have a good relationship with them, have all of those contacts. So that's how we've gotten a lot of higher net worth individuals, and then we also go to a lot of places where we know people that have money do, and then I just build relationships with those people and then tell them about how they can make more money with us. But very simply, I'm not pitching them; I'm just educating them. And we're flipping. We're not doing nearly the amount of big time assets that you guys are, but our investors are doing $500,000 at a time, $300,000 at a time for residential. So
Yeah.
just something to consider.
Can we answer Jan's question first?
After that,
Yeah, so our highest net worth investors have all been referrals. And it's not even like close.
Yeah.
Like the people who are giving us the most money are people who knew somebody who had good investments with us. And then don't do that face.
I'm not go.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, it's all people who they had a good relationship with one of our investors who had a great experience.
Great.
And then we didn't even necessarily ask for a referral on all those.
Okay.
It was just kind of a osmosis
So
deal.
how much time do you spend with these people? Because you got to spend a lot of time with the current people to get the referrals from their network. Are you
I think realistically you can spend like the right amount of time with like 50 people.
Okay.
Like I don't know that you can spend the right amount of time with more than 50 people.
What do you mean the right amount of time? Like,
Well, it's just like the amount of time that it takes for somebody to trust you.
Right.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
so, because it's not like the right amount of time for somebody to trust you. It's like, well, no, it's for you to have a relationship and like be close enough with
Feel
them
organic.
where you would even feel right about. Because it's like our investor that has the most money with us, I talk to every week. Like every week, I'm reaching out to so and so, and I have a conversation with him because it's like, okay, he has X amount in 4 deals
And he
with
has
us.
buddies, right? He has friends
And
that are
he
also
has friends
super
who-
wealthy. Have you talked to him about that? Right?
We have, yeah. We
So-
should talk to him more about that, though.
Maybe
Yeah.
meet him in person. I'm just saying.
We do meet him in person. Yeah,
I
but
might have a solution to it.
Yeah, say it.
no, go.
All right, so I'm a wholesaler, right? So I do these $100,000 deals. Some of them are small, but what I've noticed is like for you, I think you guys just need to raise your thermostat because for me, like $1,000 deal a lot of times is way more challenging than a $100,000 deal.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hold up, why do I just focus on all my energy on this $100,000 deal?
Yeah.
So I think if you raise your thermostat and be like, okay, like start asking those deep, questions of like, okay, how can I get to the 5 million mark? Who do I need to spend my time with if I only have a limited amount of time to get to talk to 50 people like you're saying? Who amongst those investors can you talk to today, right? Meet with that are bringing in, whatever, your top guys, right? So, and then if you just focus on all your energy on those, then you're gonna get to your $5 million a month goal.
Yeah, I think you like, to me it seems like the proper bottleneck was not identified and you're trying to solve for something that you don't need to solve for.
Right.
What was I solving for?
Conversion
Conversion.
rate.
Conversion.
That's not the problem.
It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's a problem
No.
based on everything we're talking about.
It sounds
How
like
many
a crush,
hours
yeah.
per week
This
do
is
you? How many hours per week do you spend on talking to investors?
Dane's turn is up, but
Just answer that question.
Yeah. 25 to 30,
It's a lot.
but it's not.
It's not
the
enough.
right ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it should be an
This was some
actual
good
friends.
insights.
We
Some
all
good
do.
insights.
Yeah.
Okay, Dylan.
If anybody knows investors out there,
We do that.
All right, sweet. We'll move on to Dylan here. All right, Dylan.
Big deal.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it intimately on the table the other night, but for all you guys, I think I just like a little bit of clarity. I've been fix and flipping wholesaling for 5 years now and had a partner for a lot of this time. That partner is my dad. And so we flipped over, 40 houses together, raised a ton of money with him, and we've wholesaled a lot of houses too and bought some real estate, which has been great. But I think long-term vision, just not really looking to do that anymore. Definitely not looking to flip houses because it takes way too much fucking time and a lot of headache, and I'm not good at it. Frankly, I'm just good at talking to sellers and raising money predominantly and attracting people. So I think I just lack a little bit of clarity on what the exact right steps that I want to do because I know that I have a lot of skills. I'm just not exactly sure how I want to use them without shooting myself in the foot and getting shiny object syndrome because you guys are doing all cool shit and I'm like, oh, maybe I can go do that. And then I don't want to be the guy that's like keeps switching directions.
Yeah.
But I do know I need to abandon what I'm doing now if I want to be where I want to go. And so I'm kind of in this like weird transitionary period where I'm trying to figure out what that looks
So
like.
lacking clarity.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into questions,
Well,
you
go ahead.
you said you mentioned where you want to go.
Yeah.
Like
Where do you want
where
to
go?
you're saying
Yeah.
you don't want to be where you're at now
Yeah.
because it's not going to get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
So, like, what is that?
So, I mean, as far as like what it looks like, I would like to be making money either faster or in bigger lump sums. I don't want to be flipping. The conversion is too long and for a lot less pay. Either I'm wholesaling solo, I think, as a means to get my active income up, or I'm doing huge projects to get my active income up.
How much money?
What do you want though? Like, what do you want the end result to be? Is it a lifestyle you're trying to achieve? Is it a monthly cash flow? Is it a salary? Like, what are you trying to solve for? So we know how to get you there.
It's probably more lifestyle than anything else. Yeah, it's very predicated on my physical presence. I don't want it dependent on my physical presence. So I think that's probably what I'm solving for.
So what lifestyle do you want? Like, what does that look like?
I'd say probably a little bit more nomadic in nature, where I can travel a few months out of the year sporadically.
What, you can do that now?
How much money do you need to do that?
That's a fair question. I guess I don't really have that answer sorted out yet.
Because you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
You're currently doing it.
You're actively doing
So
it.
is that a problem then?
I feel like it's a problem just because, like, when I do travel, it's like I put things on pause. Like, it's like, I mean, if we're flipping and stuff, it's like my partners.
Did you
and
hire
stuff.
You're
that
putting it
out?
on pause because your time is spent. You mean you have to like physically be there? Or you're putting it on pause because you don't have enough money.
I think
It's probably just because I'm not physically there. Yeah. And so then that's part of the thing is, like, you know, my partner and I just have different directions of where we want it to be, and so I've just never really done like it fully, like where I'm like, where my business isn't just booming when I'm traveling. You know what I mean? I would like a business that still runs and like is successful, and I'm not just putting on pause when I travel.
Do you have any processes in place now? Like,
I have processes for things that I can't delegate. Like, I have a great one for raising money, but I can't.
What do you have to be in person for with what you currently do?
Truthfully, nothing. Like, I mean, I close sellers in person. I can raise money on the phone. I'm decent at that, but I typically like to do that over coffee just because it's more intimate.
do you close sellers on the phone?
I honestly have only done it once.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually always book an appointment.
I'm struggling though to believe that what you want is to have a lifestyle where you can travel a few months out of the year.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to believe that that is a problem. Like that is truly the end goal because you have that now.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the end goal.
I
You
feel
have
like
that
what
now.
you said
What is
a little bit earlier, where you and your dad you have different goals. I
Yeah.
feel like that is a big thing here.
Yeah.
What does he want? What do you want? And why do you not want the same thing? And why is that preventing you from living the lifestyle that you want right now?
Yeah, I guess that's a fair question. I don't want to be in the Central Valley anymore, and I think the reality is I feel like I need to make a fuck ton more money, and I think having a partner, especially in the wholesale business, kind of constricts that.
He made $1 million in 10 months, and that's $500,000 a year.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
yeah.
So why couldn't you guys both do that? Because I'm sure he wants to make money as well, your dad.
No, he for sure does. I also am working with my dad, so that's just tough.
So you just don't want to work with your
So
dad?
can you just get another? Like, have you considered just getting a different partner and doing the same thing you're currently doing?
Have I considered it? No.
I'm sorry, that's a pure leading question.
Yeah.
We're off the rules
It's okay. We're past 4 minutes.
Okay,
We're past 4
solutions.
minutes.
Okay.
Well, or quick. Yeah. So
What part are we on now? Are we doing solutions?
if you have more questions, I mean, go for it.
I mean,
but this is good.
I think you don't need more ideas. I don't think you need to do anything other than what's already worked.
Yeah.
Because that can
Do
get you
more
to
of
your
that
goal.
with the people you want in the place you want.
Well, earlier you were saying.
So actually, the only thing you need to decide on is the place
and the
and the
who.
people.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't like the thing you
Just
were
do the
doing
thing.
also, right?
But
You don't like-
because
you don't like
I feel like you
wholesaling
didn't
for
like
flip-
it.
You didn't like
said,
flipping.
Because
Well,
Definitely don't like flipping. Yeah.
But why? I feel like
But
you
did
didn't
you
like
like
flipping.
wholesale?
What's up?
Did you like wholesale?
I like it better than flipping. I just don't like having to talk to old ladies all the time.
Okay, well,
So why don't
is
you
there
hire
someone
that
else
out?
that can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then truthfully, I'm just.
I don't like it either. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a wholesaler.
We have an acquisitions manager that does that.
You
So
don't have to
you
do
can
it.
hire for that.
I mean, I'm good at it. That's the problem. It's like I'm really good at it. I just like
somebody would be good at it too.
Yeah,
someone is going to be better than you.
You're young enough, and you have so much time. If you start doing one thing now,
Right.
like you it will compound for so long versus switching. Because like I switched early on a lot to get to where I'm at now, and so did everyone else here.
Yeah.
But like also like if you truly don't like wholesaling, just that's fine. If that's your best skill, like and but you don't want to do that long term, like don't then.
Right.
But like you gotta figure out like do you actually like that, or maybe you haven't even tried enough things, right, to know what you like.
Yeah.
Because like have you ever seen anything you're like I wish I was doing that?
Well, and that's the thing.
Everything that we're doing.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said shiny objects.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
But like, why do you want to do those?
Right,
specific
that's
things?
a better
Like,
question.
What do you
That's
like?
a better question.
What do you like about what other
Yeah.
people in this room are doing, and which one are you attracted to, and why?
I feel like wholesaling is a really good way to make active income, and I think that's great. I don't want to focus on making my active income like insane all the time. I'd rather be building wealth, and so I think what I like about what all of you guys do is like you guys are actively growing your wealth and cash flow and stuff.
Portfolio.
Yeah, and like if I get more deals wholesale, the only reason I would be doing that is so I can buy more real estate. I don't want to day trade real estate. I want to Warren Buffett real estate a little.
You don't need money to buy real estate.
That's very true, and that's how I bought my first rental is through seller finance. So that's I don't know. Like I just don't know if I want to grow a big wholesale company just because I'm good at it. Because I think that would be a little bit soul crushing.
Why? All work is soul crushing.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I've learned.
It's like 99% pain and then like 1% of like joy that you like got out the mud for a second.
Yeah.
And then you're back in the mud. All work sucks. So like, what? I mean, like
every business is you have an avatar and a product, and you're pairing them together.
Yeah.
And like, if you have a skill set around something that's easier and you like it, then awesome. But like, if you're not waking up every day and liking what you're doing, even if you're making a lot of money, not worth it.
Yeah.
Trevor, what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing is to buy deals, so we have a company that buys deals.
But like,
He does love that.
It's the best.
We've traveled a lot together, and that's what he's done 90% of the
what
time.
he likes to do.
I mean, you're so good at this one thing, right? Like, you're so good at wholesaling, like you're saying, right? And if you stop that now and convert, right, it's going to be so hard because you're just starting over from something else.
Yeah.
But you're also so young, you totally can.
Right, you can, absolutely. But he's been doing it for years, right? He wants to have the passive income, funnel that money into his passive portfolio to then do more traveling. This is like the perfect...
So you've talked about coaching and like other things that you've done. What's been your favorite thing that you've done that's given you any amount of money?
I really like JVing with people.
What is that?
I like JVing with people.
Like, explain what.
I like closing people's sellers. I like raising money for them. I like making other people money. And transferring skill sets. So if I can like teach them how to close and like
Dane
That's-
needs someone to
That's literally what Ludomir is doing right now.
I just made $100,000.
He just made, like today, you just made $100,000, right?
See, like
Today.
honestly, that would be way more tight than like I would just
So-
like
I think
closing.
your biggest...
Which
You know,
part
you can
don't
build-
you like of
Do you realize you can build an entire company on just JVing?
Yeah,
we
you
know.
absolutely
I
can.
know a guy personally that does.
Rob.
Rob does millions of dollars a year of revenue. Pure JVs. All he does is JVs. You realize you can make an entire business out of just
Around
JVs?
that.
But part of the problem. So you just said you want to help other
Did you know
people.
that? I'm asking you.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
If that's your favorite thing, you should build an entire business around that. But then it needs actual structure. It needs
That's what it is.
an actual CRM. It needs an outreach mechanism that's consistent. Like now, instead of getting leads of old ladies, which you said you don't like talking to, now you need a actual structured, like tracked system that reaches out to wholesalers
Right.
and to operators and
Consistently.
to people that you can JV with.
Right.
But it has to be a system, not just like you when I feel like it or when I remember I'm going to call this guy.
Yeah.
No, it's like a structured monthly, weekly, daily practice that's happening, and it's tracked and it has automation, right? So like we can talk more offline on like what that looks like, but I've seen it in action and it's sick. But you need to build like a system for that, and it's fine if your favorite thing is JVs, but like you have to build around it, right?
Do you like the idea of that, or not really?
No, it sounds way tighter than like building a big wholesale company. And
To me, it sounds cool because now you're marketing to wholesalers who are really easy to find because they're all public facing and they're getting all the leads for you, so they're spreading across.
yeah,
It is honestly though similar to a wholesale company in terms of the outreach that's needed.
I feel like it's not much different.
But
Well, all the
But
businesses.
the avatar is different.
the avatar is dramatically
Yeah,
different.
which I appreciate.
But
'Cause,
the action is the same
But you still
though.
have to grind it
The
out.
avatar is different,
Yeah.
but they found your avatar, and you just don't like the avatar. You just hire out the avatar
Yeah.
portion of it.
Yeah.
So like that, I still feel like that's not the root issue personally.
I think
Yeah.
the parts of the problem that you told me about previously was your systems and processes, because you don't have those right now. Because if you did, you would be making money like me while you're here on this trip.
You would have made $100,000 yesterday.
No, it's true though.
I have a full-time VA reaching out to wholesalers every single day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And she messages, hey, do
Dylan.
you have another deal? Do you have every single day, every single week, right? And people are like, hey, you already messaged me last week. I'm like, I don't care. I want to be in front of every single wholesaler in my market.
Yeah.
And there's like tons. I mean, like thousands. I'm not even kidding.
I don't know about
didn't.
thousands.
No, like we're
Tens
reaching
of
out-
thousands.
John, I'm telling you,
Myriads.
there's got to be at
Millions.
least 1,000 because we're literally getting new wholesalers every day. Multiple people are. It's not just wholesalers; it's agents that have your deals that
True.
you can JV.
with
and there's
agents.
thousands
So
of agents.
and we learned
Right?
we learned a few days ago
Yeah.
there's more active real estate
There's so
agents in
many
the U.S. than there are listings of residential homes
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Right.
We
So-
learned that the other day.
Exactly.
Did we not?
The coolest thing is honestly that you get to now talk to real estate people all day, which
Right.
is like Trevor's favorite thing, and that seems like you like that a lot better than talking to old ladies.
I
Dylan
hate
loves
talking
talking to
real
old
estate
ladies.
people.
You don't like
Offline, he does.
Oh, we were talking about real estate? My bad.
Yeah,
Real
definitely.
We
estate.
need to build
Actually-
our first process, and we're going to do that.
Yeah.
I just
Alright,
don't feel like the avatar is
Trevor
the
hates
issue
this.
personally.
No,
I
this is
feel
great.
like
Who makes the
I feel
most
like you
money
can
of
hire
all
out
of
the
us?
avatar.
At least this week.
Ludomir.
At least this week.
Ludomir.
Honestly, this week I think
No, Ludo
got us beat.
for sure.
Yeah, Ludo.
for
100
sure.
grand this week.
100 grand.
Come
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
Yeah.
We got a couple
Alright.
contracts this
Yeah.
week.
He does
though,
that
which
every
is
week?
Nice, but
Yeah.
52
We
million.
got money
a year?
coming soon.
we got 150 pads under contract. I just feel like the avatar is not the issue personally, because I feel like you can hire out that component and then you could still do the portion that you like right
Right.
now, which is connecting people.
And I don't think you've defined like what you really want.
No, that's
Yeah.
what
And
You don't have a
No,
business.
no,
Well, I
just
guess
in terms of like
Yeah.
lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I just want to be able to travel. I'm like, you could do that now.
Yeah.
You could go buy a camper van for.
You can do that now.
All right, Jan.
So is
What's
that
your
what
problem?
you really want?
Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, you just don't have. You're self-employed right now, essentially, so you don't have the business built out to give you more freedoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're also 25, so.
Jan.
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
your
my
problem?
That's
is
true. These are
Wait. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. My problem is that I have a lot of jobs, as you guys have stated.
And your
Too
business
many.
partner is just so handsome. It's hard to deal with stuff.
That is
This is
true.
True.
Eric's my business partner. That's correct.
No leading questions.
Sorry, my bad.
Or whatever.
The problem is I have a lot of jobs. I have 3 main businesses, and I like them all, and it's hard to let go of certain businesses because I'm not solving purely for money making.
Anymore.
What's your end goal?
Wait, no questions yet.
Yeah,
Let me
sorry.
describe his problem.
And so
That
like,
was just somebody above asking.
I'll describe my 3 businesses. One of them is the most successful business is the one that I have with Eric. I would say in terms of financial gain, it's mobile home park acquisitions and operations and assignments. And so through that business, I own 11 parks, most of them with Eric at this point, and they bring in, I make like enough passive income to live on completely, like a decent lifestyle. So I'm not necessarily solving for more money, though I do have financial goals. But that is the most successful financial business. I know if I just wanted only more money, I should only focus on that. The other business is residential redevelopment and new construction, which is just buying and flipping or buying and building, which I do because it's fun and sexy, and I like flexing my creative muscle, and I like interior design, and I love like site design, and I like making things beautiful. And the third business is an events education company, and that makes the least. They're honest. That's another problem. They all make about a third. Like I've made about $300K in each of those businesses this year. Like And so it's very difficult for me to let any of them go because I like them all for different reasons. And so the events and education, I love teaching. My first job was lifeguard and swim instructor, so I've always kind of loved teaching. I love elevating other people's life situation, and so that's why I like doing that part. And I also get, honestly, we get like good partners or assignees or capital partners out of my classes. So it's also hard to let go of that for that reason. And
so what's your problem?
My problem is that I have 3 businesses, and I don't know if I should continue to do all 3 of them, or just like cut some out and focus more on one, because my most successful friends really only focus on one.
So what would be the benefit? Question time. What would be the benefit of eliminating some of them?
Wait,
Go ahead.
what's the end goal?
The end goal is to make $100 million in net worth by end of career. So in the next 40 years.
How old are you?
I'm 35, so I'll be 75, and I want $100 million.
If you did the pace you did right now, would you get there with just the things you're doing?
We need to slightly improve our pace, slightly improve it, and then we'll get there. Like
So
this
you
year,
don't really need to change that much.
So if the market stayed the same,
no, this doesn't. If the market stayed the same, I would not hit $100 million net worth if we stay on our track to do what we're doing.
okay.
No, this assumes I buy $150 million of real estate with Erik in the next 10 years, and then it doubles twice over 2 15-year periods.
Okay.
Because of forced growth and because of market growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my assumptions.
So it sounds like.
And then I get to $600 million, and if I own 16% of $600 million,
Yep.
that's $100 million.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So if you slightly do more than what you're doing now, you would just hit that, and you kept doing the same thing.
Yeah, honestly.
So what's the problem?
What's your goal?
It's 100
That is the
million.
goal.
No, it
That's
doesn't
my
sound like
financial
it's the goal.
That is my financial goal.
But you know you can.
But
hit
if that was the goal, then would you not?
I
the
I
quickest
thought
vehicle?
well, I mean, so for me to hit that,
Right.
we needed to buy $6 million of real estate this year, and we've only bought 4. So
Sure.
Because you're doing 3 businesses,
Because you're
right?
you're focusing on other things.
maybe.
Oh,
Do you
Is
think
that why?
Partially, yeah.
How much time are you spending on each thing? You know, how would you say they're a third of your
This
time?
year
or-
I spent too much time on flips. I did 6 flips, and I thought it was.
What is too much for everybody listening?
Do you know how much time you've actually spent on these things?
No,
Or
I
just
don't track
guessing?
every hour. No, I can give you a ballpark.
Okay.
Well, what's the ballpark?
This year I've spent probably 40% of my time on flips, 40% on Equal Housing Group, Erik and I's mobile home park company, and then 20% on my events and education company.
And they've made a third each.
Yeah.
Okay. So, give me reference. EHG,
Yeah.
Equal Housing Group, has made a third,
Yeah.
and it's been 40% of your time,
Yeah.
and 20% of your
Well, hold
time.
on, of income, but it's made dramatically more
More compound.
in net worth growth.
Yeah.
It's made the most by far in terms of overall financial impact. By
Okay.
far. 'Cause
Okay.
we-
So if you're 75 years old then,
Yeah.
and you look back and you say, I spent 40 on EHG, I spent 40% on my flips and wholesales, and then I spent 20% on my
Events
teaching and
yeah.
events. Yeah. Are you, when you look back, are you like, that's right? Is that good for you? Is that what you wanted to do?
I think I would spend less on the flips and new construction
Why?
because I don't have a business around it, and it's fucking draining. It just drains me, and
I thought
it's
it
so-
energizes you is why you do it.
Can you
design.
get
It does that, and it drains me because I don't have a business around it.
but can you get creativity, like the outlet, somewhere else?
I have to do like one residential construction project a year to like fulfill that to scratch that itch,
Why?
because I just absolutely like
for fun,
You need it
living
for
the life
fun.
he lives.
I just
Okay.
like it.
Does
I
it
like
does it
I
have
need
to
do
take
it.
40% of your time?
No. It could take like that's the thing because since I don't have a business around it. I could instead of doing 6 a year, do 1 a year. It could take 10% of my time because 1's easy to do, or 5%, honestly, and I can still get the creative outlet I want and still create a beautiful home once a year. And
Would you like it maybe more?
Honestly, probably, yeah.
So what prevents you from doing that?
I thought there was I had a lot of cash. I've had a lot of liquidity, and I didn't know where to put it. We didn't have mobile home park deals at the time. We didn't have enough deals for me to funnel into that, and so I just put it into flips. And if we had more deals and we had more marketing to do and more people to hire, which we do, if I committed capital and time to that, then I could fill that need for like where to place capital, right? But I still, go ahead.
What was the benefit of the education stuff again to you?
It's a great income with extremely low overhead, and it's very consistent. Like I've made,
Is income the goal for that though?
I need money to live.
But
You just
you had
said
enough
passive income from parks gave you enough to live a nice lifestyle.
Not nice. I mean, bare minimum.
Jan likes to travel like 9 months out of the year. So.
I mean, I want them, like, these Lamborghinis aren't going to buy themselves.
Hey,
Someone's got to make the bread to have the nice things.
John, can you incorporate some of these pieces from your other businesses that you really enjoy into the thing that pays the most, which is the mobile home park business?
No. Oh, maybe. That'd be sick if we could convert some of our homes into, like, super sexy, tiny, or place some super sexy tiny homes into our parks where I could design a really sexy tiny home.
And the educational piece, how about that?
Why can't you do that?
I can, we just haven't. But I've thought about it.
Yeah.
How many hours do you work a week right now?
Right now, not a lot.
How many is not a lot?
Like, honestly, like in the past 6 months, it's been the lowest it's ever been. But I've been going through some personal issues. Probably 20 hours a week.
You're making the most amount of money also that you've
I've made the most amount of money I've ever made this
working
year.
the least.
Yeah. But that's not because I'm working less. That's not why. The reason why I'm making $1 million this year, or close to, is because last year, I put in 12, 14-hour days.
It's a lot of residual
for months.
stuff.
Honestly,
That's
it's
coming.
not pay
It's
off.
coming due in
Correct.
6 to 12 months.
No, I've put in insane hours for months, and my personal situation changed, and I had a breakup, ending of engagement. It's been very difficult, and so like when I was in the relationship, I was just cranking out hours, and that's why.
Okay.
That's why I'm having
I
the
feel
hard
like
time here.
with your you're citing income as your reason for doing the education, but that's not really the reason you like to do it, right?
It's part of. I mean, it's a great income, but it's also like it just comes so naturally to me that I can't help but to be in a position to help other people do the thing I'm doing, because it's breathed so much life into me and given me so much.
So you don't want to stop that.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
No, I
you
love
like it.
it's sick.
Like adding value to a house. You
Yeah.
like it. Okay. So it's our time to suggest.
Yeah,
Like,
please.
so to me, it seems really simple. Like, just go buy a primary house every year that you're redesigning and flipping or selling, and then going into the next.
Yeah.
Get rid of all those other ones. You'll probably make more money just doing that, because you'll find a better deal. You'll get use out of it. You'll get to design it the exact way you want, and then the end buyer will also pay more because you did a sick house.
Yeah.
And then my other thought is, like, can you combine the education into the park thing you're doing also? So, like,
I do teach people how to buy mobile home parks. Yes.
Yeah, so
it's a smaller version of the. Yeah. But yes, I
We
do
could
do
do
that.
that together,
but like,
potentially.
you guys could do that together and then have one same vision, because you're not that far off from being able to hit your goal, your like financial goal. Like, you're like, I bought 4, I just need to buy 6. Like,
Yeah.
That's one deal.
Yeah. Right.
And you
Right.
guys are talking about acquisitions for Erik. It's like you just find one more deal.
We
by
have the
spending
same
$3,000 more dollars.
problem solved, essentially.
Yeah, and then you could funnel that money from education potentially into your business too, to double down and spend more. But also, if you have Erik, who's willing to work more because he's younger, he can help you with that education. You could take it online, you could expand it, and then you could potentially use it as lead flow too, right?
Yeah.
Because like when we did Vesta, there was a benefit to it before we canceled it. We didn't think it was enough, but it got us leads for raising money, and it was cool to help people too.
Right.
So I feel like I enjoy it.
And we enjoy it.
Yeah, it was
We still do.
It was super cool. Now we just do it for free and don't make any money doing it, but with less people.
We all love talking about it.
I know we're on suggestions, but
Questions
back
can
to
be
questions real
suggestions,
quick.
that's fine.
Okay.
why 100 million?
I think your goal's too low.
It's arbitrary, and it's
Trevor,
not
stop.
a billion. Because I don't want the responsibility.
No. I don't care about the dollars. You can do whatever you want, but why?
Why?
Yeah. So you're 75 when you hit 100
Just
million.
a fun game to play, and then I'm going to give away. I want to create a foundation with half of it that invests in nonprofits that are centered around men's mental health and addiction and trauma prevention in disadvantaged families.
So why don't you do that now?
There we go.
Yeah.
What does
Why
that
not
do
now?
for you?
Oh, I mean, that's so those are things I needed and I didn't have, and so that's the gift I want to give to the world is improve the shit that I wish I would have had, right? Improve the situations.
100%.
Yeah.
Ask the question you just asked.
Yeah, so why not now? Why not build that now?
I do that now. I've raised over $200,000 for those causes. We've built shelter for homeless. We've gave capital to places that I've found to be worthwhile.
But you want to do your own foundation, I thought. You just said.
I do want to do my own
Can
foundation.
you build your own foundation this year?
I can, but it's kind of a distraction from what making money.
What would you have to forego to do that this year?
For your dream.
Gosh, I'd probably have to stop taking these awesome trips to Japan.
Stop flipping houses.
No, you gave me 40, 40, 20.
Right.
What would you have to forego to hit that
Flipping
and
houses.
still have?
So,
and
As his
wait,
business partner, I think he should stop flipping houses.
wait.
I think
Wait.
it's really, really cool that you do that. Every time you do that, I show my mom, look what Jan did. It's so cool.
If instead of when you were 75, what if instead of that, when you were 38, you could turn to everybody and say, hey, I forgave this thing that I really enjoyed. I foregone.
We just learned you can't use that word that way.
Yeah, I chose to forego
There you go.
this thing because honestly, I knew that this would be more fulfilling to me. Would that be better? Because I don't know. I'm not you. I genuinely don't know. But if when you were 38 or 40, you looked back and you said, instead of when I was 75, I hit a monetary goal. When I was 38 or 40, this was the thing that drove me. And here's what I had. Here's what I had to forego to hit that thing. What? I don't know.
No,
I really
you're spot on, yeah.
because I don't know how that would make you feel.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I haven't been in your situation, and I know for everybody listening, Jan has been through a lot, and Jan has powered through more than most have and ever will, and now Jan's here, right? And you have the opportunity to be here, but I don't know that I'd buy I don't know that I buy the $100 million at 75 thing. That's my suggestion because I don't think that's
You
what
get more
hits you.
impact if
Because
you
I
do it
don't think when you're 80 years old you look back to 75 and you're like, I did it. Because I don't think that's you.
Yeah.
I don't. I genuinely don't. And I think that it's a scapegoat to your past to be that was good enough. I think that's what that is. To be okay, when I hit 75, I did the thing that I sought out to do, and along the way, I did some other stuff too, and it worked out, and but I know you, and I know that you have more ability to do more than most people have the ability to do.
No.
And like, that's so sick. Like, that's why we hang out, is because I'm like, oh my, like Jan can do more than most people because of Jan's mind and Jan's willpower. And so it's like, could you look back at 40 and be like, no, I did this. Like I gave this amount, and I actually got these guys that I knew. I got them to give like $500,000 to this thing that I created because it meant a lot to me. And like, not everybody has that passion where it's like, okay, this is what drives me. Like, yeah, ability, passion, like, and that gives you the responsibility almost to be like, this is why I did it. And then everybody looks at Jan, and Jan's like, oh, like that's why Jan did that, because Jan had this foundation that brought him to this point. And it's like, dude, I don't buy like this 75 years old. Like I don't, like, cause you know you can.
It's just a number, yeah.
Cause you know you can.
Yeah.
Right. And like we all want to have goals that like we can achieve for sure. Yeah. And last night, like, to everybody listening, we were in the hot pool, hot onsen.
Yeah.
But we were in the onsen, and we were talking about, okay, like what next year could we do that I'm actually not sure if I could do it or not.
Muskogee.
What's our Masogi? Masogi. What's our Masogi? And so Masogi is the thing that in the next 12 months we're going to do that we don't know that we could actually do. And the purpose of it is to say, okay, like physically this is what drives me. But not only physically.
Erik's doing
This is
an
good.
Ironman.
Erik's doing
I'm doing half
Ironman.
Ironman.
No, he said he could do that easily.
Jan?
I said I could do that
Jan?
easily.
Well, I'm doing a
Wait.
I'm doing a marathon.
Jan's hitting a marathon. Were you going to hit a marathon 2 days ago?
No,
No.
I'm going to do it now.
No, but you were around people who said, like, okay, what
can
could
do
you
it.
do?
But maybe
Well,
it's the
because we
foundation.
know that, because Trevor and I have both done a marathon or two.
Right.
And we said, Jan, I know, like, I know you.
I did it, so I know you can.
Yeah, I know you, and you got longer legs than me. Like, I know you can rip a marathon.
I have one last question.
Wait,
They
can you
sp-
finish that thought?
I want to.
Oh, sorry.
I want to.
Please, let him finish
So
that. It was really
your
good.
Masogi, your Masogi physically is the marathon.
Yeah.
And you're excited about the physical Masogi because it's like, well, yeah, that's like hard, but here's the downside to not completing a marathon is like 3 dudes that were in the hot tub like are like, Jan, you should have done a marathon. But for the business side, when you start driving towards the thing that you want to do as a foundation, it's like, no, this is my foundation's goal. Like, you know you're going to hit it. You know you will. And the only thing that's going to prevent you from hitting that goal is you. Right? Like, what would you? Like, tell, like, is there, like, could, if Erik was like, I don't know if we can do that, you would say, no, I know that we can. Right? You'd push Erik, right? And if, like, one of us said, like, I don't know that we can, like, we could do, like, that's a lot of money. It's like, no. I know that we can do that. And I'm not going to wait until I'm 76. I'm not going to wait until I've made my 100 million. Like, I'm going to do it.
No.
I'm going to do it now because now's when it matters to me. And then who knows once I hit that Masogi? Like, who knows, right? Because it's like, Trevor, when you ran a marathon, what did you say right after you ran it? That was awful. But what did you say what did you say like 2 days later?
I can't remember.
For you said I'm probably going to run 50 miles, right? And Trevor, what's your goal? What's your goal in the next year?
100 miles.
100 miles. Why is that your goal?
In one go, to be clear.
In one go, 100 miles in a go,
Non-stop.
right?
It just sounds cool.
It sounds sick.
See if I can.
But you've ran a marathon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it took you running a marathon and then running 50 miles and then running 93.7
90 miles. Yeah.
5 miles in a night to be like, you know what? No, I'm gonna run 100. And so like when Jan says, I'm gonna do, and dude, I have like more faith in you and more faith in these guys than I do a lot of people, right? To be like, okay, I'm gonna set this goal. And the worst case scenario is that I change a lot of lives. Right? It's like, okay, worst case scenario is I raise a lot of money for a thing that I know matters because I've been in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And you've been in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And so like what makes you not want to do that other than people around you being like, well, and if you looked back and you were like, well, I taught a couple people how to buy mobile home parks. It'd be like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Or if like, okay, I made like $2 million this year, and I like grew my net worth by $1.5 million. It'd be like, well, that was sick. Like, I'm on track for my 75-year goal. But what would be the sickest possible like end of year? Would it be like, okay, I'm 38 years old, and I started the foundation that I knew I could start.
And I raised
That
$1 million.
means-
And I raised $1 million, and like
that
I would
means a
donate.
lot.
I'd give my
You would
because
donate.
I know you, and I trust you as a fiduciary of my money
Yeah.
as a donator. Like we would all,
Yeah.
right? Like because we know you,
Yeah.
and like I know that you would be so good at advocating for those people who like need that thing. And so it's like I don't think it's 75 a million. Like your problem isn't like, well, I'm not really quite on pace for 75. Like your problem is that you're not stoked on the idea of like the next 2 years, and you don't have somebody telling you, hey, I know that you're capable
Come on, Eric.
of that thing. Like,
I got you.
That's powerful.
well, no, come on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on us. Like,
You're
I know
good now,
you.
man. Thank you.
Well, like I know you. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that you can.
Yeah.
Because like you can run through a brick wall, dude. Like we need each other to tell each other like, no, that's your thing, right? And that's what you guys just did to me. It's like you weren't even close to your problem, Dane. Like I was so far off. Like it wasn't even close. Like I was on the opposite spectrum of what my problem is, and like I don't think that's what yours is either.
Yeah.
I think it
Like-
aligns because your
That was
parks
very
are
wise.
those people too,
Yeah, honestly.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's
you
really-
can
Be
fit it
real.
into what you're doing
Yeah, we could
because your
actually-
park, that's
That's
all
nice.
your clientele lives in these parks that you own.
Yeah, correct.
So, all right, that was 24
Well, maybe
minutes.
what-
That's fire.
Sorry.
Not
But that was
bad.
cool though. That was
Sorry,
perfect.
I'm sorry.
Thank you guys. Thank you
No, I'm
guys.
sorry.
Well, just to add a little.
Rule breaker,
I
you're
know what I
out.
need to do.
I know. I just get so fired up. Like, and I got such good.
This is why
love
we
being
love doing
around
it
these
for
guys.
that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really
I'm
good.
sorry.
And we'll also just to like put
You
a
just gave me
cap on
another
that.
job, you realize that.
I hope so. I hope I fired you from two.
Yeah.
I hope I fired you from two.
Selfishly, I hope that as well. However, we've talked about starting funds for our parks where we're creating a fund that provides, scholarship funds or reimburse people for like school supplies or pays for club sports
Yeah.
for kids, at the
Yeah.
parks. I think that's something that what you
incorporate.
guys just talked
I like
about
that.
there.
Yeah, we should
I
Let's
think
set a
that could-
KPI then.
That could really,
Yeah, I like
that
that.
could be a
Set one.
really good synergistic
All right.
thing that we're doing. I think
Totally.
that could be really cool.
I love that.
Can we
Because
set one?
I'm passionate
Yeah.
about that as well.
We can
So-
set a goal
You
on that.
went 15 minutes over.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's my
I got
It's gonna have to be
fired up.
2 podcast episodes, but we'll
I-
cut it
No,
up later.
no, it's set one.
No.
one.
People might have dropped out by now.
Wow.
The real ones are still here, and we appreciate you for that.
All right.
Now it's Lude's time, huh?
No,
I don't get to go?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell?
I
Let's
don't
skip
know
that.
who cares about it.
Yeah, let me time you. How about that?
Yeah,
All right,
give
2
me
minutes.
30 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
32
All right.
minutes.
I wrote down my problems, sorry.
Okay.
So I kind of know what they are, but it kind of led me into new problems as Dane talked. So main problem, like company-wide, is we go through cycles of not enough deals, then not enough money, then you can't operate the deals, right? The point we're in right now for what we're doing is we can operate them, we can find them, we're not raising enough money for them. Like, I think the solution for it is the programmatic JV, which is why it's pissing me off you won't set the meeting for it, because it's just delaying us by weeks at a time, and I want to get it moving, and we have the solution. But as Dane was speaking, I think that might not be the problem, because I think we know the solution from my level of it. My problem is leadership and knowing what to do day to day, because my position has changed every so often as I've hired people. So like I used to be head of acquisitions, and then I was head of marketing, then I hired the marketing person, then I was head of acquisitions, hired the acquisitions person. Now I'm COO. So my thing is to solve the bottleneck for each department and assist them and think at a higher level of how we solve these problems and make sure that happens, because I'm ultimately responsible for those. But like me knowing, right, like just the conversation with Dane showed me, like, I didn't even know what the bottleneck was within that department necessarily. Like, so like just knowing what's within the departments and how to lead these people, I think is the biggest problem. Because like right now, I don't know how to spend my time on this trip. I've had to work the least amount I've ever had to work in my life because we have so many staff and employees. So like I don't have
Clarify. really good.
Really good, yeah.
Staff and employees.
Yeah, they're awesome. So like I've hired out all these departments and they're all running. And like I have to do stuff within them still, but not like we did at the beginning. Like I don't have to find the deals. I'm not having to raise the money. I'm not having to operate the deals.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how do we grow and keep growing to hit these goals of, you know, because like we own $75 million worth of real estate right now. And that's cool, but we want to own $12 billion worth of real estate in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So I got forward think the whole entire time.
10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you determine the bottlenecks? Like, how do you actually go in and
So apparently
do you have
not
a process
well.
for that, or
So what's your problem?
So I think
what is the
in one
what is the
sentence.
pinpoint?
So I
2 sentences.
I think it's not. I'm not. I thought I was identifying the bottlenecks between departments, but Dane speaking showed me like I'm clearly not identifying the bottlenecks between departments. So I'm not helping as I should.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Who's your mentor right now?
Gabe, I guess. Yeah.
Does
does he own
what
something?
are your conversations with Gabe look like in terms of bottlenecks?
They're not.
Okay, so who's your mentor for solving bottlenecks?
I just do it.
Are there bottlenecks right now?
There's always a
there's
bottleneck.
always a bottleneck. That my belief is there's always a bottleneck that constricts you from the growth you're trying to hit. And my sole focus needs to be that one thing. Like I just need to do one thing and solve that bottleneck. And I thought it was raising the money was our biggest bottleneck right now. And I think it is at a company level, but there's also within each department, right, as you're moving forward, like their specific bottleneck. But I thought it was like the programmatic JV, but I think it's like I'm not even identifying it properly.
So when you have like that issue, who do you talk to?
Do you know
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that owns $12 billion of real estate personally?
No.
What about as like
But that's why we started the podcast.
what about
so we could
what
talk
about
to
like
those
company
people.
wide though? Like, do you know anybody who like at a company level owns?
Similar, yeah. We read their stuff, like try to study what they do.
I have a question. I mean, right now, you said through talking with Dane, you realized a different bottleneck, right? And so, what about what you did with Dane right now allowed you to have clarity on what the actual problem was?
We dive deeper into it. Part of the problem is too, I think you try to keep it surface level with me a lot of time, where I'm trying to, because I piss Dane off, because I'm like,
You ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, I'm questioning. I think it comes off as I'm not properly leading because I'm questioning what you're doing. I'm not necessarily internally trying to question what you're doing, but more so like understand. It's probably pretty annoying if I'm like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Like, which I do a lot.
What's interesting though, because like right now through the activity that we did allowed you to get a lot more light on the actual problem, and both you two together figured out what the actual bottleneck was, and so perhaps it's not your effort behind the questioning, maybe it's just the wrong questions that you're asking, A, and B, instead of doing like the leading question, you give Dane, I'm just using him as an example because it's relevant, but like time to answer and time for you to process, because clearly right now you just completely changed your question based on that, you know, and you guys both had clarity at the end of that.
Let's really quick so I can interject. My job is people. I love people. Trevor is my best friend. Like, not even close. I spend more time with Trevor. Trevor is my favorite person to be around. Trevor and I are running a business together that is my favorite thing to be doing. Trevor's my favorite person. Like, just generally. Like, I don't spend as much time around anybody else other than Trevor. And I know that sometimes Trevor asks questions that get under my skin. And I've got thick skin. Like, I do. And so that was why I was asking the questions about, like, who your mentor was and who your... Because I know that, like, we're at the point where, for the record, too, just monologue again real quick. Like, Trevor is, at bare minimum, an $100 million entrepreneur. More than likely, a $1 billion entrepreneur. I am an order of magnitude below that. Like, I'm a 10 million, maybe $100 million entrepreneur, and I'm blessed to have Trevor as a business partner. Like, I love spending time around Trevor. I think that I help you grow as an individual. Like, I think I help you interact with our other business partners in a way that is productive for you. But as far as like pure business goes, like you're an animal among animals of entrepreneurs, and like it's an honor to be able to work with you, because it's such a learning experience every day to be like, holy smokes, like this is who like I need to be. And Trevor's older than me. Like Trevor's had a little bit more time to learn all this stuff, but also like this is what Trevor thinks about. And so my goal as a business partner to Trevor is to be like, okay, how can I help Trevor grow, even though like my brain doesn't work the way that Trevor's brain works. And so when I want to be like, okay, who's your mentor? Like, it's because I know, and I've known for a while, that like you needed a mentor that wasn't in our circle already. Like you need somebody who is like a Ryan Gibson. Like you need somebody who is I don't even know yet, but like that's our next step for you in terms of not only like the business side of it, but also the leadership side of it, because you need to have the leadership side that explains to you like, hey, this is how like you ask questions to employees. Like this is how you ask questions to like business partners. This is how you interact with the people around you in order to, and it's like, it's not something that you should already know, because there's a very, very, very short list of people doing what you're going to do. And there's a very short list of people who have the goals that you have. And it's like, it's so cool to be around somebody who has the goals that you have. Like I think about it frequently, frankly. And like, I haven't told you that probably as often as I should, but like I envy the way that your mind works in terms of business. Like it's incredible to me. And like, I don't have that. And like, I know that I don't have that. You have the thing that people want in terms of running a business, but there's still room to learn. Like there's still room to grow. And so like to Dylan's point, it's like you don't have the people around you right now, I don't think at least, that are going to help you get to the point where you need to get. And I think you've felt that and that's like the friction that you've had where you're like beating your head against the wall of like, well, what, we should be doing the right thing. Like what's the next thing? And I just don't know that I don't know that you have that.
So what can you do to find that faster?
So we signed me up for CEO coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So that starts.
What did you say to them?
Our goal, Mark was like, we should sign up for this to raise money. And I was like, that sounds dumb to me.
That was sort of what Mark said. That was how you interpreted that.
And I was like, that's dumb. Like, why? To me, it doesn't make sense to go do something with an alternative goal of this. Like, it's like you have the goal of the thing.
Yeah.
Not like, we should sign up for this thing that's about teaching you leadership and whatnot so you can go raise money for this thing.
Yeah.
But
what would potentially the benefits of that be?
What you're talking about is learning to lead and be with the people who are in that thing, running companies, doing similar things.
So right now your main mentor is, say his name?
Gabe, yeah.
No.
Oh.
For business.
For business?
You've never met him.
Oh, we follow Alex Formosa's stuff and like Dan Martell. And we read on like all of this is self-taught or not self-taught, online.
It
learn.
Is though, like
online learn through this stuff and going to workshops and like paying for 100%. Education. Yeah, so we just read. That makes sense. Implement.
And so, do you think that you could learn more if you were in a room with Alex?
Yeah,
just you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is there
somebody for that?
Is there somebody in between that could potentially teach that?
Probably.
I mean, he just went to. How much did it cost to get
$5,000.
Yeah, we went to that.
And then how much did it cost to get
$30,000 to get to?
Yeah.
Have you done that?
No.
Okay.
We need to spend $30,000.
Sorry. Let's do the suggestions part. I monologued again.
Any more questions to finish on that?
Yeah. Do you guys have questions?
I don't have questions. I just have
I think
feedback.
The problem is that Trevor is trying to solve for all the bottlenecks, and it's hard to find bottlenecks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? But the real problem is that he's a CEO, and he doesn't have CEOs around him. Mm-hmm. Like real CEOs that are trying to do volume.
Have you heard of YPO?
No.
Ryan's part of that. It's all CEOs.
Very good.
You have to have like, I think it's $2 million of annual payroll. So you're
A payroll. Okay.
You're ways from that. There's other metrics, I think.
We could raise our payroll.
I can hop on.
And that's all.
I have a solution.
Hold on. Let's go around first.
Sorry.
So real quick, my solution, because I'm coming from like a kind of a slightly different approach. Like there's a lot of masculine energy in here, but for this event, I feel like it was a very, very vulnerable space. And like, you know, we all can have these conversations because we're all so open because we feel safe. And you know, maybe that's why a lot of the stuff you said here, because like we're not here for judgment.
I've never said any of that.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But
No. I'm agreeing with you.
Right,
like
exactly.
I've never said.
Right, you said that
any of
here
that.
because
Yeah,
it's such a safe space.
Yeah.
It's like, so when you come at me, right, when you're asking these questions, a lot of times I've seen you throughout this week. It's like it comes off a little aggressive. Right, a lot of times as a CEO, it's aggressive and it can come off very intimidating. So why would I, as one of these other people in these roles, be like, I'll be intimidated by you. I'm not going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. And so that's what's happening here is all these people in these roles that you have are telling you exactly what you want to hear, but they're not actually doing what you need them to do. And so like, I think it's like, maybe learn from these other high level CEOs, but also learn from like maybe a psychiatrist, maybe like a life coach. I don't know what it is, right? Like those top players, because you want to get your team on board and you're going to get them on board if they're vulnerable with you. So that's my feedback because, you know, so anyway, I like that.
In addition to that, I think that's really good, by the way. The only reason I was able to like have success, I feel like in my space is because I've either been like around cool people like you guys and I've made friends with people. The other thing is I've hired for specific skills. And I did it for the duration of time I needed to learn the skill, as an example. And so whether it's like maybe identifying bottlenecks or systematizing things or whatever, like for me, it was like raising money. I didn't know how to raise money. I paid for it, and then I raised $70,000, and then 2 years later, I raised $3 million, and then year to date, it's been $5 million. But it's like I just paid $5,000 to learn how to raise money, and then I learned how to raise $70,000 immediately. And so then it was learning how to buy deals. So for me, I feel like I come a little bit more alternative. I'm not self-made by any means, but like if there's things, and I don't know exactly what the discourse looked like between you guys, but if finding bottlenecks or identifying it is the problem, find a person that does that really well, whether they have a coaching program or not, and just pay them for their time. I mean, Ludic was telling you guys on your podcast that you guys did yesterday, I was lucky to be a bystander watching it, but he was in a position where he was like, fuck, we're about to bust right now, our wholesale business. And then he paid the best wholesaler in his business, and then overnight it changed. And so I feel like that's a hybrid of both of what you guys were saying, of just, if that's the thing, then hire the person or hire a person like that. Would be my perspective.
Pay for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like no question. Because like I can do it myself, but I'm going to consolidate the amount of time, and money's speed. So
Somebody's already done it.
Somebody's already done it. I'd rather pay that to learn that in
I
a
still
month.
think you need to meet, even just get to know someone that owns $12 billion of real estate. I don't know that person.
Yeah.
I know
We
someone
have
that owns
access
$1
to
billion.
Yeah.
We have access to that.
Okay, I think we should figure out how to bring some value to those people.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you're getting value back from them.
100%.
They're-
Yeah.
Whereas, you're a blip on a radar.
Yeah.
Did we help?
You didn't have any? You didn't have any?
I didn't have any.
I had so many words, so I thought I was ready for you to just go for it.
I think you said a lot of good stuff, and I think
Yeah.
Ludic said a
No,
lot
I
of good
think
stuff
you did too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
helpful.
Because that was, we didn't meet. We met a year ago or so.
Yeah,
Something
less
like
than.
that. Yeah,
6
less
months.
than. So I experienced kind of the same thing that yours, because I didn't know you. I thought you were very intimidating. We were just meeting over Zoom every 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah,
We were masterminding with the four of us.
Yeah.
So interpersonal skills is maybe what we're talking about.
That's why.
right now.
That's why Trevor and I get along so well. Yeah. No, I genuinely like. That's why I wanted to clarify. Like Trevor and I are very, very good friends because we communicate. Well, I communicate a little bit differently, but like I understand how Trevor communicates, and like we want a lot of the same things, and so it has made us flourish together, I think, over like 3 years, which is,
it says something,
or 4 years.
It's kind of interesting though, because I prefer how Trevor communicates, because I'm like, cool, like cut out the bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think it also says something about me. I'm like, maybe
100%.
I need to soften too.
Well, that's why I clarified. Like I know my position, and everybody in here is an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like and as much imposter syndrome as the two people I'm looking at have, which are Erik and Dylan,
The youngsters of the group.
Yeah, like we still are like making our name.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
we're the young guys of the group that's here, but like we know that we're entrepreneurs somewhere deep down. You guys have already done it.
Right.
Like you guys already built the business. Like you guys already had the upside when times were great, and like the market's not fantastic right now, and like we're still running businesses, all of us, right? And so I think it's hard as entrepreneurs to recognize how other people want to be treated, and it's not the same.
Right.
Like you don't want to be talked to the same way that your employees want to be talked to,
That's
and
right.
that is not a bad thing. Like those are like everybody is required to run the world.
Right.
Like all of those people, you and your employees need to be a part of the machine that you're building to run the world. Like you can't, and not only is it required, but like they can't be talked to the other way.
Right.
They don't want to be
Right,
thought
yeah.
of as entrepreneurs. They don't want to be thought of like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and if they were, it would make them uncomfortable and they would quit. Like they don't
They
want
would
that
become
at all.
entrepreneurs.
And if they actually wanted to be talked to like that, they'd leave.
Right.
But not because of you, because of them, right?
Right.
And so it's like it's super important to realize like that's not.
We're breaking our time frame.
Sorry.
We've
The 2 hours by
completely
maybe
lost
20
the
minutes.
rule
That's all right.
set here.
It's not value.
It's
though.
been
No,
gone for
I
like 4
know.
people
All right.
now.
Yeah,
I just.
All right. Anyways,
I'm
Ludic,
on.
On the
Ludic,
Ludomir.
2 minutes if you
Yeah.
want. You can go.
I forgot Ludic. I forgot Ludic.
No, you're not going anywhere. Sit your ass down.
You
I'm
can-
coming back. I'm listening.
You can go for 10 minutes now if you want, apparently. So
Okay.
please
Sorry,
take
yeah,
as much
you're
time as you need to explain your problems.
Yeah, the problems. I have a lot. But I would say like one of the main problems is that, man, I'm so comfortable right now. Like it's so nice to not be grinding. Like you guys know what that is, right? Like 10, 14-hour days every single day.
Yeah.
And just like now I'm playing pickleball because like I'm going to become pro this year. Like in the next 12 months, it's fun. Like
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't
playing.
mean to laugh.
No, I think just for clarification, the reason he's laughing is that was Ludomir's Misogi. He wanted to play.
That's my Misogi.
Yeah,
Become a professional. So
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
reaching out to all the pros. But it's like, because I'm doing that, and it's so much fun, I'm having a blast right now, but then I'm hearing these goals, right? Like, I'm at a $10 million, not net worth, but I have $10 million worth of assets. But, like, I think my biggest problem is I'm so comfortable in this space that I'm making passive income every month. I have my processes and systems dialed down. I'm making a shit ton of money. Like, I have everything I need, and I have a beautiful wife. It's like, why would I want to overcomplicate things? But I'm thinking, it's like, man, it would be kind of fun also to build $1 billion business. You guys are all building $1 billion companies. Like, why not just build $1 billion company? So I'm kind of like in this phase right now where do I keep doing what I'm doing because it's fun and easy and I'm like not having to have so many challenges and problems? Or do I step into this thing that I'm building, which is that AI business, because I think AI is revolutionary and I think it's going to, 100x my portfolio. So that's where I'm at right now. That's my biggest problem is like I'm at a kind of a, like,
You don't know if you
Standstill.
want to be comfortable or not.
I know I love being like I love this space, but at the same time I love challenges. So it's like I think my problem is like, do I jump into it now or do I just like enjoy this next 12 months of my life becoming pro at pickleball, just seeing what that's like? It's like I'm at a crossroad right now.
And you can't have challenges and still do those other things.
I think I can, but I like. I'm not really sure.
What
Kinda stuck.
about
I'm doing
building
too
$1
many
billion
things.
business sounds fun to you?
Sounds fun for
I
me.
don't think of fun personally, but like what about that sounds fun?
Yeah, I think for me, it's not the money necessarily. It's not the $1 billion. It's the impact, right? So I think for me, it's like, in order to get to $1 billion, I'm going to have to change the lives of millions of people in some way, not just the people in my community. So
What
I
wakes
like
you
the
up in the
idea
morning?
of that. It's kind of exciting, right? What wakes me up in the morning?
What wakes you up in the morning?
what wakes me up in the morning? My wife. You know, she
Like
physically.
literally?
No, legit.
You're snoring.
I'm comfortable.
Sorry.
I'm dead serious. What wakes me up?
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I know. I made a joke out of it, but
let's go to your
I
brother.
don't have it. I don't have it because I'm comfortable.
Let's go to your brother then. But I'm gonna ask you a question that comes from your brother. Because you guys have such similar upbringings,
Right.
it's hilarious. Because you guys are like so
We
similar
are.
when you talk about business and life goals.
I
So
do explain
Lud
Yeah.
Lud is 75 years old. Like
Okay.
you have unbelievable potential. When Lud is 75 years old, what are you gonna look back on and be like, man, that was what I wanted to do. Like that, I'm so like I don't know that I could have done anything better.
Yeah.
Like, what is your thing that you look back on and that's your thing?
I think
Because that sounds like your problem to me.
Yeah, I think so.
But what is
I
it?
don't think
I think I'm
clarity.
scared of stepping into that and then I'm distracting myself with these things. But I think like the direction I'm going is I love being a lighthouse for others. And I think when I think about that, it's like a disciple of God. So if I'm a lighthouse for others, who can I be a lighthouse for? And I genuinely believe it's like single moms that are struggling, like single moms that have these kids that have shitty upbringings, right? And I genuinely would love to impact them in some way. I just haven't like really dove deep into that. So I've been distracting myself with wholesaling, with buying more properties, because that's what I know also, and like pickleball and all these other things. But like I genuinely believe that at some point in my life, like I would be very satisfied. I'd be very fulfilled. Like even as soon as I did that, to die knowing I did that, you know, like helping even one child. So,
This isn't a question, but it sounds a lot different than $1 billion thing.
yeah,
What you just answered.
I think so.
To that question.
Like I think
It also
that
doesn't
money
sound
would
like
just
AI.
It isn't.
Are you comfortable?
Man, I'm going all over.
Are you comfortable? No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're actually narrowing a lot.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason I say it doesn't sound like the $1 billion thing is like you said that you're at a crossroads between like, okay, do I stay comfortable or do I build the $1 billion thing that has a lot of impact and that's why I want to do it.
Yeah.
But then your answer here is, well, actually, I really just want to be a lighthouse for others.
Are you comfortable sharing
absolutely.
like why that's the thing for you? You don't have to, but like what?
Yeah.
Because I and you don't have to.
No, I'm just thinking about it. Like, because I mean, it's been many years since I thought of it. Genuinely, because it's a scary thought. Like we struggled for 2 decades. Like it was really tough.
Your family, right?
Yeah. Like just being with my mom and just seeing her struggle, and just seeing the problems the challenges we have to face. So that's probably like just experiencing that, and like there was just so much like trauma and just like darkness in those moments. Like I was hoping that like I had a father figure that can like get me out of it and be like, hey, like I love you, I'm here for you, when I was like deep in that shit. So it's like almost like I'm like the father figure in these kids' lives, right? Like I would be like, hey, like I'm here to help you, like you can see me as the father figure, because like I wish I had that when I was young,
Yeah.
and I didn't. So like, damn, yeah, that's where I'm at. So
It sounds like you knew the solution to me. It doesn't sound like it was the
I
$1
guess I'm
billion.
still confused on the problem.
No, I
Honestly,
Yeah, I think the problem now, just thinking about that, is like I'm fearful of stepping into what the truth is, which is like really building something for like a organization for these kids and for these single moms, versus what I'm doing now, which is just like I'm genuinely scared of that, because like because there's so much darkness in that, but also I want to be the light for these kids.
I was gonna say both you and Jan had similar
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
someone.
I don't know. It's interesting because I know like off air, you and I have talked numerous times, even going back a year ago, and you said that the biggest thing of where you wanted to be is like you wanted to be able to create value for people.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that in the same night, in the same question, that both you and your brother, not saying that you guys have to do something together, but you guys both have complementary skill sets and solid skill sets in a space that maybe it would be easier and not much of a distraction for both of your guys' livelihood if you guys worked together and in conjunction with Erik too, since it sounds like you guys had already. I don't know. I'm just maybe there's a brainchild here that could be.
That's powerful.
Do you? This is a real question. Because it really is. I've done a lot of
no more fake questions.
We're still on questions. Okay. I've been doing a lot of fake questions and a lot of monologuing. Okay, but this is genuine because I haven't been in your position. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you have something internal that you're still kind of working out that is keeping you from moving on to the step of like feeling really ready to just go all in on helping other people?
Possibly, and that's probably my subconscious, like not enoughness, like just not enough. Like I need more, and that's how I think. Just hearing my brother, like I'm like, wow, that's literally the same like goal I have, like make hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever. Yeah. But it's like it's not that. It's
100 million.
You know what I mean?
Soft.
We think.
Lude's got big goals. A little goal, y'all.
Right, but it's like we think that's the thing because we grew up. That was our subconscious, right? For like the first 10, 15 years of our life was just struggle, deep struggle. And so we think by getting more money or whatever, and for me, I can't speak for John, but getting more money, having more things, like I'm going to be okay. And at 75, I could do this thing. But it's like, it really doesn't change anything. It's like...
What is enough? When's the flip?
Yeah, that's it. I think
that... No, that was my question. No, I know, you don't get to that's it, man. No, that was a question. It was a real question. What is it? When would be enough?
Another real question.
I don't know if there I don't know if there ever is enough. But looking at it, when I speak to my wife, because I was like, babe, we got to keep making more and more. And she's like, when is it enough? And she asked me the same question, and I was like, can you answer that first? Like, I want to hear your answer. And she's like, as soon as we have our expenses covered by our passive income. And I was like, holy fuck, that is enough. Like, that makes sense. That's not a lot. We can do that now. And so, like, I think the biggest thing...
That's what Trevor did, too. Trevor told you the same thing.
Literally.
Couldn't you do that this year?
Yeah.
That's what Trevor
literally said. Couldn't you just buy one more property?
Couldn't you just buy another house?
That's literally what it said.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I was like, holy... So it blew my mind. So now, it's just like, instilling that into my subconscious thoughts to be like, this is the truth, which it is, right? Yeah. And be like, and now with that new mindset, be like, now it's time. Yeah. So it's like, because my subconscious thoughts, it's still limiting. It's still like, no, like you need to make more than me. These people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I have enough. It's enough. So now just believing that and now stepping in, like getting started, just opening. It doesn't even matter, just starting something to help one person.
What's step one?
I'm gonna help one person. That's my new goal. I'm gonna help one person to start. One person, one not my new goal, but I got to start with one person. Yeah. Atomic habits, right? So this next week, I'm gonna do everything I can to just get one person on board.
What if you told you?
I like that KPI so much.
I do as well. Like, what if he's already accomplished it?
No, he already has, but now you're gonna track it,
right?
And now you're gonna next week you're gonna say, "Oh, I did the thing."
Right.
No, I love that.
I've been helped by talking to you this week.
Thank you.
Wait, what type of person?
But you're not a single. Do you have a single parent?
Yeah,
I'm a single mom.
Yes. Eric identifies as a single mom.
Okay, so I have helped one person.
You've helped your avatar.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Okay, so that was all questions. You guys
any other thoughts or like solutions?
Do you have questions, Trevor?
So it sounds like you didn't really have any problems, and you just
were living. Trevor? No.
What is my problem?
He has a problem.
Explain the problem to me then again.
Well, Lude's problem, which was similar to Jan's, is that, and
not you.
I think that. Well, no, I think that a lot of people in business have the same problem, which is where we get into business and we say that our goal is a monetary goal,
right?
Mm-hmm. And then when we start striving after monetary goals, we quickly realize that like that monetary goal is never going to be the thing.
It's never going to fulfill you.
It's never the same, right?
Yeah.
Dust to dust, ashes to ashes.
Yeah.
Right?
You hit the goal, and then what's next?
But
There's always a what's next.
But if I hit 200 million, then I'll be happy.
Then you'll be good.
I'm thinking too small.
But I genuinely think like, and that's the thing that's like, That's the thing that's funny about Trevor, frankly, is that Trevor's goal is to make so much money, but Trevor also gives away more money than anybody that I've ever, like, for all the people, well, like, you've spent time, like, when somebody's like, who's buying dinner? It's Trevor's like, I'll buy dinner. Like, when somebody's like, who
he tipped a street magician $65, and we spent 5 minutes with him.
We spent 5, and Trevor said, "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen." Now somebody else, maybe a few more people, get to see the magic because they're not going to pay him, so I should pay. I'm paying it forward so everybody can see magic.
That's amazing.
But to not everybody is as good as Trevor.
Bring it back to
bring it back, and is that not everybody is the same in the sense that, like, Trevor wants to make a bunch of money so that he can give money to all the right people, and he doesn't even know it. Like, Trevor's goal, and Trevor already gives away, like, and I'm not going to give dollar amounts, but because I have Trevor's bank account, I'm in control of his bank accounts, but Trevor gives away a lot of money. But genuinely, like, Trevor, the moment that he has, like, more money than he needs to just, like, bare minimum survive, it's like, we should probably just give it away. Like, and that's real. Like, that's he's not good at keeping money for himself because he loves other people having money who deserve to have the money. And he really, like, it's natural, and you have a wonderful ability for whatever it is. And, like, I think that I was attracted to that, and, like, we're all business partners because of that. But I think that us, like the rest of us outside of Trevor, it's like we want to make money, but not for the sake of making money. We want to make money for the sake of helping other people. And I think the thing that's really going to drive, like, all of us as individuals, and you too, don't forget your Trevor's included in that, is like at some point it's like, no, I actually want to make money because I want to give away the money, and but like, where? Right? And so it's like, when you don't have the where identified, then that's not the thing that's getting you up in the morning. Like, that's not the thing that wakes you up when it doesn't exist already. And I genuinely need it too, right? And, like, I'm part of a nonprofit that's, like, doing a thing that I really like. So Trevor and I both donate to a nonprofit, like, we're even Stevens on that, to a nonprofit that mentors young men who don't have fathers. And so, like, that's the thing that because, like, I had as good of a dad as anybody could have wished for, and, like, that's what makes me so sad about, like, for you guys, genuinely, because, like, so much of how I got to where I'm at is because of my dad, right? Like, and I had that, and so much of what got you guys, but you're the exception, not the rule, to where you're at is because of your dad, right? Yeah. And like, and so that's the thing where it's like, man alive, like, I love spending time around other guys where, like, I can see the differential, but, like, I want more people to be men like you who turn into those men, because you're going to raise other men like that. Like, you're going to lead other men like that. And I want more men in the world that are that way. And it's like Trevor's mentoring men that are going to become those men because he understands the value of somebody else who's leading those people. And so that's where we put our money towards, because it's valuable to us. And, like, that's the thing that wakes me up in the morning. And so I was fortunate that, like, we have a community, like, in Salem, there's a guy who started that
greatest city on earth
nonprofit. Salem, Oregon, by the way, greatest city on earth. Don't forget it. Greatest city on earth.
Farm town in Oregon.
Greatest farm town in the state of Oregon is Salem. But, like, we were fortunate that we had, like, a guy who's just on fire, and he, like, gathered other guys who are doing that sort of thing. But, like, I think that that's for the rest of you guys. Like, that's the thing that's going to wake all of us up in the morning. Like, still for me, like, that's I need so much guidance on that. Like, I need guidance, and I need other guys who are gonna, like, point me in the right direction, where it's like, no, I don't actually know if that's like this is the direction that I think we should all go. Like, and it's people that I have to trust though, right? And like you're only trusting us because we've talked together privately, where it's like, no, I I think that if I listened to these guys, like, we would all be directionally correct. Mm-hmm. And so in the end, it's like, we're all gonna make money together. Mm-hmm. But like, that's never been the end for us, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's why your problem was when you heard Jan, you were like, well, mine might not actually be money, but I'm still going to bring up the money thing, because it's like, and that's the problem, is that like we're around other people who haven't targeted, and like Gabe to the like round it off, like Gabe's our business partner, and the thing that attracted me to Gabe was his whole goal in life was to make friends and have fun. And like to genuinely make friends and have fun as an adult 50-year-old man means that you're leading people the right way. Yeah. Like that's what it means. Like he's a wealthy guy, but Gabe will talk to anybody. And I mean anybody. Like he'll go to coffee with the homeless guy that we're walking by on the streets, like genuinely. Like, and I maybe not, but like he's been darn close, right? If they would have asked, he probably would have. Like, but that was what attracted me to Gabe, was like there was nobody less than Gabe. Like in Gabe's mind, there's nobody less than Gabe. I love that. And it wasn't like, it was like, oh no, Gabe has more money than all of us. Like Gabe makes more money than all of us. Like Gabe has more staff. He can do whatever he wants with his time. And it's like, that's actually the exact thing, is that he can do whatever he wants with his time, and he still chooses to be the least. Mm-hmm. Like Gabe is still the least. And so it's like, okay, Gabe's made a lot of money, but there's an example of a guy who it's like, he focuses so much of his time on like making money, but leading other people to make money and also to be the people that they need to be, right? And it's never about Gabe. And that's the reason that people are so attracted. Is that not why you're attracted? That's what's attracted you to Gabe, is like, this is who I'm supposed to become, is like the person that I am around Gabe. And I'd love for this to be a group of guys who, like, when we were around each other, it was like, no, I actually became more of who I was supposed to be around these guys. Yeah, like, and we've been praying at meals with each other. Like, and that's a new thing for us. Like, we've gone on trips together and, like, spent time with each other. And I think recently we felt comfortable, like, no, let's pray at meals together. Like, because I'm going, we're working on Erik. Yeah. But it's like,
I'm
happy to indulge.
but it's like, we're going the direction, even if you're not, like, let's meditate the right way. Yeah. Like, call it meditation, call it prayer.
Gratitude.
Right?
Call it gratitude. Yeah. That's essentially what it's been.
For Erik.
We're talking to God, whatever you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking to. But genuinely, like, those are the people that I want to flourish with, or people who like don't just want money. Yeah, like those aren't the people that I'm.
It's kind of random, but you somewhere along what you've been talking about made me realize I need to buy a mobile home park as part of an entity that makes the impact I want to make, and then just have the proceeds of that. And I think I can still raise capital for that.
100%. 100%. That's what I think you could raise more capital for.
Yeah. Where all of the fucking cash flow just goes to benefit these causes that
that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I think so.
And you'd have tax benefits from it.
Huge. There he is.
Well, we've talked about...
Because honestly, like, I've been a little, like, in my head throughout this, because you guys give me so many excellent feedback and ideas and solutions, and I'm like, fuck, alright, I need to start this foundation now. I have no clue how to fucking do this. And now I'm like, oh, we just need a, like, foundational asset.
Start.
Yeah. Like, what if we just put one asset into this thing?
Yeah.
And people can get behind our action to doing that.
Well, and there's entities that already do essentially that. You know, like you can learn from people that co-ops and stuff like that.
Start a nonprofit,
like,
and then just take one for the team.
Yeah.
Like, we don't get paid as much, but like, holy shit, we get to make an impact in the world.
Do you think you could do that in the next 6 months?
100%.
Yeah, easily.
Dude,
we need to finish out Ludomir's 30 minutes first.
Yeah.
I have 8 more minutes.
No, there's no timer on this.
I'm going to speak.
I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite podcasts are the ones that are supposed to be like an hour long, and they end up being 3 hours because people are so fired up. Yeah. But that was just me manifesting that. I wanted to have a 3-hour podcast myself. No, do you think you could do that in the next 6 though?
Yes.
Yeah, so for sure.
Why wouldn't we?
We've been talking about that too. Like,
I'm gonna write it down.
That essentially.
I'm gonna write it down.
We should. Yeah, we're doing that. That'd be sick.
That would be
Finish
awesome.
off Ludomir here.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Lude.
let's
I gotta
finish.
finish me off.
Finish Ludomir off.
Hey, it was close, and come on.
You were so close.
Oh man.
All right, Ludomir.
Yes.
And then we
What-
should go around
Yeah.
in a circle and say what we want the money for, not for ourselves,
We should
but
do that
where we
later
want to put
because
it.
this is supposed to be an hour-long
Trevor,
podcast.
Seven more
Trevor,
minutes.
Trevor. Hey, you know what the great thing about Deal Junkies is that you and I started it, and so we get to make the rules. That's
And-
the fun thing about it.
And we're
is
junkies. When
they
you get
can
hooked,
tune off
baby, you
whenever
just keep
they
going.
want.
And
They
we
can
should
tune off
end
whenever
this
they
with a
want.
prayer, perhaps, as well.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
would
Or
good.
meditation,
That would be good.
one might
Or
say.
both.
Yeah.
depends on the way you look at it.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Ludomir,
All right.
Yeah.
to reel it in,
Yes.
what's your takeaway? Do you have a takeaway?
Yeah, I mean, so many takeaways, but just realizing that, you know, what we just talked about, like what I just talked about was a huge distraction from the true calling, right? Which I always known deep in my heart, it's been there, and that's just helping these kids and these single moms. And so providing, whether that's providing some kind of educational thing, or it's just providing, for now, maybe some form of like monetary thing, or, you know, like housing. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's why I just need to get in front of these people and just be there for them.
Start.
Like, just start. Just like
Yeah.
get in front of a few women that are single and their kids. Maybe not single. Sorry.
I mean,
Babe, that's not what I'm talking about.
unless
Not in that way. But
No, unless.
unless-
Got married a month ago. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that all wrong, but
No, you didn't.
so get in
We
front
took
of
it wrong.
get in front of
yeah, we're the problem,
these
not you.
families
Yeah.
that I can help support, and just start with one family, just see how it goes. Like
Yeah.
learn about the process, learn about
And figure out how to help.
figure out how I can help, right? And I have the money and I have the means to do that. I have the time. I'm playing 4 hours of pickleball every day. Like
Yeah.
I can play 3 hours, right? And I can dedicate 1 hour to this. So I'm excited for that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Like tomorrow, actually tonight, just like do a little research.
On the
Start.
last podcast episode, you
Yeah.
were going to build the app. Are you still going to build the app?
Honestly, that's not even on my mind
What
right
if
now.
you have to give it up?
After this conversation, like I'm so close to being done with it, to like finally
Yeah.
being done with it, which sucks. But at the same time, I just know that's not my thing. And honestly,
you're
like
75 years old.
right,
though?
right now, I can at least just it's like I can treat it as a hobby too.
Yeah.
Like if it becomes something and it helps our business, great. But right now, let me just find one way to like open this thing that I can help support one kid.
Well, and I will say, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
the intention of creating the app was to help people.
That's
It
true.
was.
That's
So,
true.
It was.
So
That's
the
true.
core
That's true.
of the issue, they're essentially the same thing.
Right.
You're helping a different avatar, but the idea of it was the same, right?
Right.
It's to help.
exactly.
So I don't think it's a total loss if you don't want to do that anymore.
Right,
But
right,
don't let
right.
me say that.
No,
for
no,
you,
no.
but,
That's a good point.
You know,
I think it's been a struggle in many different ways, but I think I'm gonna just right now treat it as a hobby because I have so much active income coming in from these things. I can now support these kids right now, but still treat it as like a hobby and finish it in like, you know, whatever, 6 months from now, or get the support I need to finish this app to then fund these kids. Because at the end of the day, I just want to help kids. Like I want to help kids and single moms,
yeah.
and in a non-sexual way. Maybe take that out.
Is this
That's the best. That stays
that's allowed to go on the internet?
Yeah,
That's allowed on the internet?
that's a good thing to say.
I thought we were ending
That's a
that.
high quality clarification.
Yeah, we will end
What
it.
do you-
Dave. Sign us off.
No, we're not signing it off, dude. We had to go all the way.
We got to leave them wanting more.
All right,
Sign us
all
off.
right. Well, Trevor
Don't
did
hold it,
say.
it'll mess up with
Trevor
us.
did say this would be our best podcast ever, but it did not go where Trevor wanted it to
That's
go.
exactly what I wanted.
Okay,
Great.
perfect,
Yeah,
perfect,
This is why
perfect.
we do go on these trips. This is what we do the whole time we're here, and we
Yeah.
want to share it with you guys. So you get to see like actual conversations we're having without a filter from Ludomir.
The rest of us were filtered, but Ludomir definitely had no filter. Without the filter from Ludomir.
So we just wanted to share what we do on this, so you guys could ideally get value from it and maybe take this home and do it yourself.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Sexual.
No, so
Do this on your own.
we started filming this because we were having these conversations with each other, and we felt like it would be beneficial to everybody else that they could just kind of listen in. And we've had a lot of feedback from other people, and obviously not every episode has been beneficial to everybody, but our goal was that people could just listen into our conversations, and our hope is that they are genuine. Like, is that everybody can listen in and just hear like really what we think about. Like, I don't think that we were
gets us in a lot of trouble sometimes.
Super filtered.
But
It has gotten
it
us
won't
in a
this time,
lot of
hopefully.
trouble.
We're not talking about any active deals.
I don't
so
think
far.
this one will. I don't think this one will. But our goal is that you guys can benefit from just hearing our genuine thoughts. And Ludomir, this was what you asked me the other day, was what can I do better on the podcast next time? And I said, no. You did perfect like 15 minutes in, which was when all that we got out of you was just pure Ludomir's thoughts.
Yeah.
Our goal is just to hear what everybody is thinking the whole time. So we appreciate you guys listening. Our hope is that you can gain some value from this, not only in the realm of real estate, but in your personal lives, and that at the end of the day, you can have the same outcome that we all have, which is that at 75 years old, 80 years old, you can look back and you can say, you know what, I did the thing that I was meant to do. And whether or not that was real estate, I don't know. Right?
I think more importantly, become the person I was meant to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly
Right.
that.
Not just the things around you and the money you make, but
No.
who did you become in the process? Like that's really, and who'd you bring with you?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I hope to bring you guys up, and I know you're bringing me up. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
mean,
just
for-
hope this helps the listeners do more deals.
yeah, we know Trevor. We know that's how you
That's all you.
And on that note, Deal Junkies, if you got anything from it, share this with somebody who you think might get something from it too. Our goal is that everybody who should or would enjoy this hears it and shares it with somebody else. So we only ask that you share with one other person who you think, this might be of value. So that's my only ask tonight. We appreciate you guys listening. This was genuine from Niseko.
Sapporo. You're confusing me with Sapporo.
Nippon, Japan. That's how they say Japan. This was genuine from Niseko, and we're tuning out. We'll see you guys next time.
Amen.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.